to another edition of the High Level Media Game of the Week, powered by the SHN Sports Broadcast Network. Now, turn up the volume as we send it courtside with your play-by-play host, PD Doris.
Good afternoon, friends and family from all over. Welcome inside the Mighty Warriors Den on the campus of Mount Zion Christian Academy in Durham, North Carolina, as we have a doubleheader action tonight as Trinity Christian Crusaders travel from Fayetteville, North Carolina to match up with the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion, coached by first season Brandy Seegers. The Mighty Warriors last season was 27-6, 4-0 in the CAASC Tri-Capital Conference. Lost 7 players from last season's team. Recent game loss in the Bull City Classic to Quality Education on Saturday inside the Mighty Warriors Den, shooting only 18% on the afternoon, falling 75-34. After tonight's game, the Mighty Warriors will hit the road and face Forsyth Country Day in Louisville on Friday. Next home game, the Mighty Warriors will come back here on Tuesday, December 15th, and match up against the Burlington School, which Trinity Christian is used to the Burlington School down the road from Durham, North Carolina. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight as we have a great contest on both sides of the ball, the men and the women. But up first is the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion facing the Crusaders from Trinity Christian. We're just moments away from tipping off here inside the Mighty Warriors Den. If you could take a look at the camera, it's going to be showing you the Trinity Christian Academy Crusaders. They come in with some players averaging double digits. As the Mighty Warriors, like I said in the pregame, they did lose 7 players from last year's squad. Like I said, I'm PD Doris. Standing in with me tonight is Coach. Welcome aboard, Coach, as we have an exciting game here in front of us.
Definitely, PD. Weather's getting kind of chilly out there. You know what that means? Basketball season.
Oh, yeah, basketball season. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on shnsports.com/High Level Media as the Mighty Warriors come out in the white home jerseys, Mount Zion across their chest, maroon numbers, and white bottoms and tops. Starting for the Mighty Warriors is Fema Diangi, Sarah Barnhart, Rigsby, Cola, and Hazel. As Trinity Christian comes out in black and maroon numbers, they get the first tip, working left to right. They go right in down low to Armstead as she's averaging 13 points on the season this year.
Miss Armstead just got the ball, went right to the bucket, PD, laid it up over the taller defender. She might be 5'4". It was a quick bucket and a turnover by the Warriors, as here comes Miss Armstead, who does average in high double digits per game so far this season.
She swings it right side to Cooper, down to Teague. Back to Hooker. They go in the paint, spin around Smith. Nice kiss off the glass for the Crusaders. They lead early 4-0. So Mighty Warriors working right to left. Barnhart 15-foot straight away off the right side. It's nothing but bank and rim and iron. Right there, 4-2. The Mighty Warriors still trail. 3 on the way by Armstead. Straight away is off the right side of the rim. Coming out with the rebound was Smith. Smith will push it back out, facing a 2-3 zone. They spin it in the paint. Turnaround shot as Desiree Smith, who averages 9 points per game with 7 rebounds, will head to the first trip to the charity stripe today for us.
PD number 4 for the Trinity, Miss Desiree Smith, listed at 6'2", probably every bit of that. Has a couple of good offers, I believe, from some high major schools.
Desiree's first free throw is off the right side of the rim, same place as the second one. Battling underneath, and the ball is going to go with the Mighty Warriors was Fema Diangi. She was battling down low with Teague.
Trinity Christian in full court man-to-man press, PD, and they're
Almost was
going to have to
right
get
there.
the ball to half court. And Jaden Rigsby, the super soft out of Durham, got it across and in the hands of Hazel.
Hazel goes in the lane, puts up a runner, and it was an air ball out of bounds. Going to come right off of the Mighty Warriors. So Trinity Christian be working left to right. No, correction, the official said it was off of Trinity. So it'll be the Mighty Warriors ball. Rylan Hazel will be inbounding the ball right side. She'll go in the paint to who else but Fama to tie this game up. Scores 4-4. Trinity Christian comes left to right. They go right side to Hooker. Hooker swings around top of the key. 3 on the way off the left wing. Rebounded by Armstead. Armstead put back, and she gets her own rebound and up for 2. 6-4. Coach Charlie Tubbs of Trinity Christian, a well-known coach throughout North Carolina, with the full court press. They get a steal back down to Armstead, and she goes up. Armstead's with 6 of the team's 8. Mighty Warriors trying to break that press as Sarah Barnhart comes across the timeline left side to Fama. Fama goes in the paint, left-handed layup for the Mighty Warriors. Every time you expect Trinity Christian to pull ahead, the Mighty Warriors beat that press, and once they beat the press, they get their big man down low, and Fama is going up strong today. Armstead with 1 bounce in the paint, 12-footer, nothing but nylon.
PD, Miss Armstrong, all 5'3" and a half of her, is the catalyst behind this team. She's an Energizer bunny. She's everywhere. And not afraid to put that ball up against bigger defenders. And, yeah, you're right about Pema Diangi, the 6'4" sophomore for the Warriors. Definitely came to play today.
Armstead, they come into Armstead. Armstead finds Matthews. Matthews loses it. Hazel working right to left. She's going into paint, puts up a spinner as Sarah Barnhart right there to clean up the missed shot. She goes back down low to Hazel. Hazel's shot was blocked. Ahead to Armstead. Armstead one-on-one right-handed layup is in. Armstead with 8 of the team's 10 points. Here, midway through the first quarter, the Mighty Warriors trying to break this full court press. It's exactly what the Crusaders set in up after every made opportunity. Barnhart beats the press, comes ahead to Rigsby. Rigsby's shot off the right elbow is no good. Coming down with their own rebound, back to Cole off the left side. Cole off the left block for the Mighty Warriors. Mighty Warriors trail 12-8. Armstead's running the point. She'll come down. She'll come right side to Hooker. Hooker going to paint. 15-foot elbow shot off the back of the iron. Fama Diangi coming down with the rebound, and we'll have Shameen Brown, the senior leadership, coming off the bench to give Diangi a breather.
Petey, just for the viewers out there who thinking of adjusting their color on their monitors, number 3, Shameen Brown, does have maroon color hair.
Yeah, that's one thing she come in tonight with. Sarah Barnhart's looking to break that press. She comes across the timeline and is stolen from behind, right in the hands of Council. Council pushes ahead. Right-handed layup is good for the Crusaders. They're up by 6, 14-8. Sarah Barnhart looks to break that full court press on the inbounds place. Comes to Cola. Cola, 1 bounce and picks her dribble back up in the backcourt. They give it to Barnhart. She comes ahead to Hazel. Hazel, left-handed layup is good. As Cola should have never picked up her dribble, trying to get across the timeline. As Trinity Christian tries to go into paint Armstead with a lob pass, and it's out of bounds.
6'4" Fama Diangi coming in, and the other small forward coming out.
6'2", Benita Cola.
Switching out the bigs, a little movement on the guards, bringing in that senior maroon
Armstead
player.
comes right into Smith, and Smith traveled, but she got away with the travel.
She took a bus. I mean, it was a traveling expedition out there. I don't know about the viewers at home. They could see that. But, hey, it's a cool December night here in North Carolina. The referee's got to warm up a little bit.
Baseline jumper for Matthews on the left side, about 16 feet out. It's good for 2, 16-10. Mighty Warriors break the press. They push it ahead for Hazel to Fama Diangi, and is a little overhead of the 6'3" power forward for the Mighty Warriors. Coming down with the ball is Council. She'll quarterback the offense, swings it right side to Matthews. Matthews stands, looks right side, finds Teague. Teague back out to Matthews. They go into paint. Turnaround shot by Smith, and she travels. That's her second travel, but the only one she's got called for today, Coach.
Well, the referees, like I said, Peter, they got to warm up a little bit. It's chilly. It's chilly here in Durham, North Carolina today. Not quite as cold as Canada, where point guard Rayanne Hazel is from, and her mother definitely watching at home, and her daughter in her senior year. Oh,
Down
nice
low
move.
to Fama. Fama spins around, puts it on the floor, and losses it as she goes up. Coming out with the rebound, working right to left, full court pass, and Matthews right there for two. A whole lot quicker for the Trinity Christian Crusaders on the Mighty Warriors. Rigsby comes across the timeline, far side, gets a strip by Amstead. She's coming left-handed layup, nothing but nice form. And the Mighty Warriors trail 20-10. We're going to step away and come right back here inside the Mighty Warriors den as the Mighty Warriors trail 20-10 against Trinity Crusaders.
Family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Varina at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at Anna's.
20-10, Coach Brandy Seegers takes a timeout as a trail for the biggest time. 20-10 over the Crusaders. Sarah Barnhart comes her counter right side to Brown. She launches a long three, and it's off the right side of the backboard. Coming out with the rebound, pushes ahead of Council. Council in the paint, left side, three on the way, and it's air ball. Hazel coming across the timeline to Brown. Brown one-on-one goes up, and she draws a foul, and she'll head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors. You can count that one, Coach.
Petey, what the strategy that Coach Brandy Seegers was using kept senior Shameen Brown on the bench as long as she could in the first quarter, then pulled her out, kind of like an energy, firepower off the bench. So the coach is wondering, how do you pull a starter off the bench? Well, currently only have 6 players, so everybody's a starter.
20-13, the Mighty Warriors trail. Coming out timeout, they put 3 on the board. Top of the key, swings around left side. She goes in the paint, puts up a nice shot off the left side. Coming out with the rebound and cleaning it up with Smith. And the whistle blew.
It's not a lot of boxing out going on down there. I know at times.
So the point does count on the whistle.
Not sure what the referee. It's a very experienced referee, Petey. He's done as high as Division I boys and girls games. It's not just a regular high school ref. It's a very experienced Division I referee.
As Hazel stands between the rings, she'll dribble left side, look in the paint, nothing there, but she'll go to Brown. Brown bodies her man down low, puts up a shot, draws a and one.
Petey, that maroon hair dye color of Shameen Brown is blended in with the uniform, and she's definitely coming out here, makes this to be 6 points since she got on the court.
Shameen Brown will offer up an old-fashioned and one and nothing but nylon. Shameen Brown with 6 points, all 6 since the timeout. 1:38 left here in the first period. Working left side is Council. Between the rings, swings around to Matthews. Matthews will look in the paint, nothing there. She'll pull it back out, left baseline. Going up strong was Teague. And her shot, she missed it. And the ball will stay right with the Crusaders underneath their goal.
It's one thing about Trinity Christian team here I can see, Petey, is they don't waste a lot of time putting up shots. They're either going to the basket, shooting threes, mid-range shots. It's almost like they're playing with a shot clock. Nice in and out move.
Spinning out by Smith for Trinity Christian. They're up by 8. Sarah Barnhart comes into Brown. Brown's on fires. Brown herself's on a 6-2 run by herself against Trinity Christian. Hazel guarded tightly by Easterling. Easterling is not letting her get off her hip. as they switch up a man. Down low is Fama. She bodies it down, misses her shot, goes back up strong. Offensive rebound for Fama, and Fama stuck right with it, Coach.
Fama at 6'4", sky towers over even number 4, who's listed for Trinity, Miss Desiree Smith at 6'2". Fama definitely getting those offensive rebounds, which paid off.
Matthews stands on the left wing. She kicks it around the top of the key. They're working the perimeter, waiting for something to open up. Nothing there with the Mighty Warriors setting up in that 2-3 zone. They're stopping inside for the power of 6'2" senior power forward Desiree Smith, who averages 7 boards and 9 points per game.
Peter, that was an unforced turnover on the Crusaders. Obviously, the game-changing part here is bringing in swing man or swing person Shameen Brown off the bench as a spark plug. Great strategy by first-year head coach Brandy Seegers.
Teague picks up the foul for Trinity Christian.
Then you got 18.
Substitution. Checking in the game is Johnson. She averages 2 points per game.
If the Warriors can hit a bucket here, PD, 2 or 3, we're looking at a 4-point game. Oh, Fama just barely missed it. Couldn't get her own rebound. A little spark plug with another turnover. And the ball will stay with the Warriors. So with 8.2 seconds in the first quarter, PD, the Warriors got a chance to get within 4.
Sarah Barnhart will look to come in at three-quarter court. She'll come into Brown. Brown just across the timeline. Finds Hazel. Hazel with a runner, and it's hit.
That was a foul, but the referee decided not to call it.
And that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Mighty Warriors trail 24-18 against Trinity Christian. We're on to the second quarter after word from our sponsors.
We are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this.
24-18, the Mighty Warriors trail Trinity Christian. We're headed back to the start of the second quarter. With the ball, the Mighty Warriors will get the ball with no jump balls, and they lost opening possession. The Mighty Warriors will be working right to left. Sarah Barnhart will come in at midcourt. She'll come into Brown. Brown cuts to the basket, feeds it to Fama. Fama left side, and it's good. Fama Diangi, her and Brown is a scoring duo tonight for the Mighty Warriors. So Mighty Warriors look on defense, 2-3 zone as Council comes across the timeline. She'll kick it left side to Easterling. Easterling, top of the key to Carthen. Right side, nothing opening up down low for Smith. So they're working as Coach Brandy Seegers and the Mighty Warriors are looking to see what kind of guard shooting they have as they feed it down low to Johnson. Johnson turns it over, so it's going to be the Mighty Warriors ball on the over and back by Trinity Christian Crusaders out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight.
That was a great defensive stop by the Warriors, but they turn it over as the first inlet pass to Fama. Little layup by
left side by Easterling, and Easterling got on the board for Trinity Christian. Sarah Barnhart looks to come in. Out of that inbounds full court press, they come into Brown. Brown right side to Hazel, and Hazel was too far ahead of the ball as it bounced right off her foot out of bounds.
There's an outlet pass by Brown to Hazel. She got a little ahead of herself. Trinity's gone small ball, Petey, in case you haven't noticed, except for, of course, Miss Smith. The rest of them are undersized guards. So they're planning on running and giving up a little size on the interior, which could help the Warriors.
Hazel outlet pass to Barnhart, left to the free throw line with the left-handed layup. Mighty Warriors cut the deficit to 4, 26-22. 6:36 left here in the second quarter. As Council comes across, she puts the brakes right at quarter court. She'll pull it all the way out as they're trying to break that 2-3 zone for something to open up down low. As Council works the perimeter, bounce past the right side of Carthage. She'll go in and paint Easterling. Easterling will take the baseline but get cut off by Hazel, and Hazel pick up her first foul. And that's the team's second for the Mighty Warriors.
And what Council was trying to do was see if she could pull that zone out, but with a limited bench that the Warriors have, they're not going to come out of that zone.
Inbounds pass to Smith as she almost had a strip by Desiree. She'll go into paint Easterling, and it's stolen by Brown. Brown will set up an offense. She comes across three-quarter court dribbling, right side, goes straight to right free throw line with the reverse layup and misses it, trying to get too fancy with it. Coming down with it is Council. She'll bounce pass it to Smith with the Euro step. One too many steps, but she got away with that traveling again, Coach.
A little bit of confusion there on the referees. Is that a Euro or was she traveling? So they let it go.
Euro or Nero. To me, it looked like she's going outer space, but, that's why I'm calling the game and not officiating. As Desiree Smith will head to the free throw line, averaging 9 points on the season, 7 rebounds, senior, 6'2" power forward. Third free throw she's missed today. So, Coach, coming down to the bottom, to the nitty-gritty of this game, that's definitely one person you look to foul right now with 0 for 3 for the charity strike.
Well, being an interior player, she's going to get some fouls. With Diange out of the game, you've got a little getting back in the game, I should say. Hopefully she can front her and stop her from scoring those easy baskets.
Mighty Warriors come in. They're trying to break that pass, which is great. The full court press, as they are, is they're not letting the ball touch the court. And that's one way you're going to break that pass. Get it in, get it across. 2 passes and you're across.
One thing I noticed is when they do break that press and they get in the interior, they're not sure whether they should go to the basket, shoot, or pass. I always say don't pass the ball to somebody who doesn't want it. That was an unforced turnover right there in the paint to a stationary player.
Council drives left side. Brown picks her up, puts up a floater, and Cola right there with the rebound. Mighty Warriors 3-on-3, and they turn it over. Was Hazel looking for Brown across court. But they need to slow down. That's 2 consecutive trips, 2 consecutive turnovers for the Mighty Warriors.
I saw what Hazel was trying to do is she saw Brown over there close to the short corner, but the pass was overthrown. The Warriors down by 5 with 5 minutes left and some change in the first half. Kind of need to settle down on offense, Petey.
Council works the perimeter. She goes into Easterling on the left baseline. Easterling turns it over. 3 straight turnovers by both, combined with both teams. As the Mighty Warriors still face that full court man-to-man press, trailing by 3. Sarah Barnhart comes across with the ball. She's guarded tightly by Council. And Council almost stepped it as she was tiptoeing to mid-court. Left side, down low to Fama, and she is fouled. But they called out of bounds. Gonna be staying with the Mighty
Tap
Warriors.
in from Miss Desiree Hooker, and she got a little hand on the ball and went out of bounds.
Mighty Warriors come in, and it's a 5-second.
It was actually a foul, Petey, on.
Ooh, I thought it was a 5-second call.
That was a quick 5 seconds. Ball gets inbounded to
Barnhart. She'll unlaunch a long 3 for the left baseline for the Mighty Warriors to tie this game up. 26, correction, score's wrong. 27-25.
Hazel had the ball, gave it up. It should have been a jump ball. Now Barnhart, who hit that 3 from the left corner, loses the ball. And it's a 3-on-1 with Hazel just everywhere on the court, but the easy layup for number 12.
Matthews for 2. 29-25. Sarah Barnhart will look to come in. She'll come into Brown, back to Barnhart. She'll dribble across the, passes it Hazel just across the timeline.
A lot of fouling going on.
Hazel is tied up. So the Mighty Warriors jump ball will go with Trinity Christian.
A lot of fouling going on, Petey. The referee bailed out Trinity with a jump.
29-25, 4:32 left. Council right side over to Carthen. Carthen looking in the paint to Smith, and Smith is fouled by Fema Diangi. So the Trinity Christian will be inbounding the ball. Is Easterling, she'll come into play. 3 on the way by Matthews. Rims out off the right wing.
Looked like the Warriors had that ball and then gave it back to Trinity.
Trinity inbounding the ball off the right baseline. They'll come in, and it's right in the hands of Sarah Barnhart as she is fouled by Council.
Petey, Miss Council, that's her second, I believe, as the Lady Crusaders have a very minute lead of 4 points with 4 minutes left, and the clock is moving.
They come into Brown. Brown to Fema to Cola, and she turns it over as Trinity Christian's Armstead is going the full length of the court with the right-handed reverse layup, and she misses it. She was defended real tightly. We have a travel by Hazel for the Mighty Warriors. They're working right to left.
Petey, she tried to overextend a little bit, and the pivot foot kind of came out. The undermanned Lady Warriors down by 4 with 3:47 to go in the half. I know the fans back home are watching saying, hey, it's anybody's game. That was a travel as well.
They come in to Smith, and she went out with a right-handed layup and missed it. Coming down with the rebound was Brown. She's calling for help for Hazel. Hazel picks her up at mid-court between the rings. Hazel scissor dribble goes in the paint with a left-handed layup, and she is fouled. And she'll head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors as they trail 29-25. But the Mighty Warriors are 2 for 2 for the charity stripe. And both of those by Shameen Brown, the senior leadership. Here's another senior for the Mighty Warriors. Hazel bounce 3 times, spins, squats, puts up a nice arching free throw, and it's too hard. Rims out.
You got to love the tenacity of the Warriors' backcourt as they're going to the basket, making the Crusaders out of Trinity Christian in Fayetteville, North Carolina, react.
Armstead comes across the timeline, pushes the chest past the Council. Council pulls it all the way back out as Matthews is rolling the offense for the Crusaders. She signaled the offense. She calls for a high post by Hooker. They'll swing it left side of Council down to Armstead as she spins around. And it goes in the hands of Laisa Matthews.
Miss
Out of
Matthews
bounds.
was out of bounds. It's kind of trying to tell the ref there was a push, but there was no contact. A lot of these girls, they all play AAU together. They all know each other from the Fayetteville region.
Brown comes in to Hazel. Hazel stripped from behind. Matthews going up with a left-handed layup, and it's too hard. Long rebound coming down to Famous. She kicks it into Barnhart. Barnhart left side, and she is fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors.
Miss Council, I believe that's her 3rd personal foul, the team's 8th. So from now out to the rest of this quarter, it'll be the 1-on-1, Petey.
So Sarah Barnhart will be shooting 2 for the Mighty Warriors. Rigsby will look to check in at dead ball. Free throw offered up is good for the Mighty Warriors. She'll check in for Hazel. Hazel will take a few-minute breather. They trail by 3 at the 2:52 mark here in the first half. Second free throw by Barnhart is good for the Mighty Warriors. 29-25. They push it in the front court to Hooker. Hooker to Council. Council left side over to Matthews. Matthew in the paint, straight up the middle, too hard off the back of the iron. Fights for her own rebound. She'll head to the floor, and she'll roll over on her abdomen.
Sarah Barnhart tying the ball up there for the Warriors. Possession arrow is in favor of
the Mighty Warriors.
Exactly. The Crusaders came in. Petey, I could tell by their body language, kind of confident at the diminutive bench that the Warriors have right now. And now they're starting to see, wait a minute, we're in a bit of a dogfight. 2-point game, Petey.
Sarah Barnhart swings around top of the key. Brown's going to pick it up as she lost it right to Council. 2-on-2. They go into paint. Back pass by Council to Hooker for 2. 31-27.
Bit of confusion there on that as
Brown and Rigsby.
Brown kind of tapped the ball instead of grabbing and getting control.
Brown with the steal. Fast break. Council trailing, and she goes up with a right-handed layup for the Mighty Warriors. 31-29. The Mighty Warriors are fighting back from this. Matthews with the right elbow shot, and it's good off the right wing. Deep 2 for Matthews. Mighty Warriors, one thing the Mighty Warriors do, after a basket, they're letting Trinity set up in a full court press. As Sarah Barnhart off the left block is stripped by Matthews. Council's got the ball looking ahead. Bounce passes it over to Hooker. Hooker bounce passes it back. We have a block shot. Council with a 12-footer. Rims out. Brown with the rebound. She's triple teamed on the baseline as she travels.
She was actually triple
Coach
teamed.
Tubbs is telling his players to shoot the ball and stop passing it because there could be a certain thing as too many passes underneath.
On that last possession, Warriors senior guard Shameen Brown was triple teamed. That means there was 2 people open, but nobody came to her, and basically the ref just called the travel because the pivot foot moved.
Hooker bounce pass into Matthews, just swinging around top of the key to Council. They'll work the perimeter down low. Shot goes up as it's blocked. Bottom of the iron. Coming up with a loose ball was Armstead as she goes up on the right side for 2 for Trinity Christian. 35-29. Hazel get the inbound pass from Cola. She'll kick it ahead to Fama Dieng. She's going to cross the timeline with Hazel. Right-handed layup off the right side for the Mighty Warriors. 35-31.
4-point game, Petey. Hazel with the dribble drive on the right-hand layup. Warriors in that 2-3 zone. Daring Trinity to shoot threes. And there's a steal by Brown.
Pass was...
makes the layup, and she'll go to the free throw line for the and 1, Petey. We could have a 1-point game. The clock is still running.
So Shameen Brown will head to the free throw line. Old-fashioned and 1. It's her 3rd trip to the charity stripe with an and 1. And she makes that one. Shameen Brown is definitely coming off the bench trying that leadership. They kick it right side to Hooker. Hooker goes in the paint, and pass was intended for Armstead, is deflected back out to Council. Air ball by Council to Hooker. Hooker right in the paint. Missed bunny by Matthews. As the Mighty Warriors got the ball with 19 seconds, they could take the lead for the first time with a shot at the end to seal the half with a made basket right here. 10 seconds left. Hazel between the rings gets a high screen by Cola. They switch up, man, got a steal on the way, but Hazel comes back with it down low to Fama with the right side, and that's going to take us to halftime. The Mighty Warriors take the lead at the end with the Fama Dieng shot, 36-35 over Trinity Christian. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures of the first half after a word from our sponsors.
Is a busy, family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Varina at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com. At Creech Chiropractic, the Triangle's only sports and pediatric certified chiropractor, we offer 3 types of care: relief, corrective, and wellness. We give you the best recommendation for care based on your needs and goals. Ultimately, it's your body, your health, your life, your choice. Our goal at Creech Chiropractic is to educate and adjust as many families as possible toward optimal health and wellness through natural chiropractic care. The superior physician treats the patient before the illness is manifested. It is only the inferior physician who treats the illness he was unable to prevent. Give us a call today at 919-367-2828. That's 919-367-2828. And get to your 3 types of care: relief, corrective, and wellness. Creech Chiropractic, the Triangle's only sports and pediatrics certified chiropractor. Need a place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan intelligently. Guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call today at 800-631-1903. That's 800-631-1903. Or visit Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs, North Carolina.
Adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mama. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Welcome back, 36-35. The Mighty Warriors lead Trinity Christian Crusaders out of Fayetteville, North Carolina. 36-35 on behalf of an 18-11 second quarter run. Led on behalf of senior guard Shameen Brown with 11. Followed by Fama Diengi with 10. Sarah Barnhart, the sensation senior, with 9, followed by Hazel with 4, and Benita Cola with 2. One key stat in that first half, the Mighty Warriors are 5 for 5 for the charity stripe, and that is a big deal because you definitely want to score without the clock moving. Leading away for the Trinity Christian, the Trinity Christian Crusaders out of Fayetteville, the Sandhill Athletic Conference, number 1 seed last year, number 3 in the state tournament, was senior 5'8" point guard Armstead with 14, Smith with 7, Matthews with 10. As the Crusaders are 1 for 3 from the charity stripe in the first half, but in the first quarter they led by 7. 24-18, but they gave up an 18-11 run for the Mighty Warriors. We're moments away from starting of the second half. We're going to come right back here with stats and the start of the third quarter.
On Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Welcome back. Started third quarter. The Crusaders will have the ball working right to left. They come into Council. Council comes across the timeline facing that 2-3 zone. She'll swing it right side to Hooker. She'll dribble it out top of the key to Matthews. They'll work the left side as Council. She's trying to find out something to open up down low for Smith, but nothing's there with that tight 2-3 zone with Fama Diengi in the paint. As we got a steal, Mighty Warriors working left to right is Brown. And with a foul, with a block was Hooker. Looked like she fouled her, but it was a whistle out of bounds. Mighty Warriors stay with the ball, inbounding the ball left baseline is Brown. She'll come in to Rigsby, back to baseline. She'll pull all the way out as Hazel. She'll take a 15-footer straight away, rims out. Coming down with the rebound is Hooker. She's put it on the floor, coming across the timeline, right up the middle, right of the free throw line, dumps it off to Matthews. Matthews with a nice little bank shot for the Crusaders. Start of the third quarter, Crusaders get it get the first points. 37-36. This has been a battle of back and forth. Hazel's got Council right on her left hip as she comes across the timeline. Bounce passes it to Brown. Coming out with it was Matthews, scrapping at Brown. Down low to Fama Dienge with a strong right-handed layup for the Mighty Warriors. 38-37 back and forth battle as we have the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion lead. Trinity Christian left side, deep two on the left baseline by Hooker. Coming out with the rebound was Council. She'll dump it off into paint to Smith, and she'll spin around and lose it as the Mighty Warriors get the ball with the lead. 6:40 left here in the third quarter. Scissor dribble coming across the timeline is Hazel. She'll come between the rings and get it knocked down by Council. Council will come up with it. Two of smallest girls on the court battling on the far end. Council goes up and draws the foul and head to the free throw line to get a 2-point lead. That's still a one-possession game as Council battle with Hazel at the timeline. Hazel lost the possession, gave it back to Council. Council went up strong, put a body leaner into Hazel. And the Mighty Warriors pick up the foul as Hazel. 6:30 left. Council will offer the free throw. Dribble 3 times, spin it. Dribble 3 more times, spin it. Squats, offers up an arching free throw, and it's nothing but nylon. 40-38. Trinity Christian does not set up in that full court man-to-man press as the Mighty Warriors have broke it several times in the first half. Sarah Barnhart drives right to the free throw line. They set up in a man-to-man defense against the Mighty Warriors. Hazel right side to Barnhart. Deep two on the right baseline for the Mighty Warriors. All tied up, 40 apiece. As they come across the timeline, put the brakes on was Hooker. She'll swing it left side to Council, back to Hooker. Straight away, 3, and it's rims out. Council with a spin move off the left-handed layup as Fama Dienge right there with the, and picking up the foul is going to be on Teague for Trinity Christian. Fama Dienge as they set up in a full court man-to-man press is what Trinity Christian, they come in, Sarah Barnhart, 5 seconds. She could not get it in. Great defense by Trinity Christian. All tied up, 40 apiece. 5:54 left in the third quarter. As Hooker comes in, she'll come into Council. Council left side, 3 on the way by Matthews. Nothing but nylon off the left wing. 43-40. First 3 for Trinity Christian. As Sarah Barnhart comes into play to Fama Dienge, and it's stolen from behind by Teague. Teague falling down, whistle blows. Fama Dienge picks up a foul, a personal foul. Benita Cola will be checking in the game, first time this half. Yes, Miss Shannon Council, I see your shout out. Your daughter is one heck of a baller. She is all over the court and uncontrollable. As Council comes in, she'll go around between the rings, calling out offense, looking like a small quarterback out there. Swings around right side to Hooker. Back in the paint, Council takes 2 steps in, bounce passes it, left side 3 on the way, nothing but nylon for Matthews. That's 2 consecutive threes for the Crusaders as Sarah Barnhart comes across the timeline, gets it stolen from behind. Right to Teague. Teague pushes ahead to Council with a right-handed layup and misses it. Coming out with the rebound was Trinity Christian. They'll push it top of the key to Hooker. Hooker's 3 rims out. Battling loose ball down low. Sarah Barnhart coming out with it, and the whistle blows. Yes, Mr. Williams, they do have their mask on. It is a government mandated to wear their mask inside.
Petey, that rule came up
Monday, right?
Monday, Governor Cooper, and of course that's not a association rule. You know, we're members of the North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association.
Brown goes left to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors and gets him on the board as they trail by 4 now.
Unless you have a medical condition which would not permit you to wear a mask, which could, impede your breathing, you have to wear the mask.
Armstead in the paint for the Crusaders with a nice floater in the paint with a high feed from her Council. They come in, the Mighty Warriors working left to right, and it's stolen, batted off of the leg of Hazel with the help of Hooker with the steal. Fama Dienge checks back in. She'll check in for Hazel. for the Mighty Warriors. As the Crusaders working right to left, 4:41 left, 48-42. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. As we have a doubleheader to action, the Mighty Warriors matching up with the Crusaders from Trinity Christian. With the and one was Teague for the Crusaders. Teague will head to the free throw line as the Crusaders only 1 for 3 in the first half, and that was all Desiree Smith. So Teague will head to the free throw line with an old-fashioned and one. She'll put it up. It's too hard off the back of the iron. Cola coming down with the rebound. She'll look ahead to Sarah Barnhart as she slowly comes across the timeline. Council and Matthews right on the right hit. Council knocks it off of Barnhart's leg, but they said it was off of Council, so Mighty Warriors will get the ball. They'll come into Brown. Brown right at the free throw line. Hard dribble finds Cola. Cola's shot as she is fouled. Not sure if they'll give it to Hooker or if they'll give it to Teague, and they give it to Hooker. Hooker hooked her on her right arm as she went up. As Hazel will be head to the Hazel will check in. Next dead ball for the Mighty Warriors.
Trinity Christian up by 8 points. They definitely probably had a timeout initiated by their coach that, hey, look, we're here to take care of business. Yeah, hostile environment. We're on the road about 85, 90 miles up the road from Fayetteville. Good little drive. But they definitely are in a dogfight here. If Cola can make this free throw, we'll get it.
Cola misses, splits the free throws. Hazel comes down with the rebound. She'll put up a shot as she's fouled, and she'll head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors. Mighty Warriors are hot from the charity stripe as the Crusaders are very, as we can say, frisky and very aggressive on the defensive side of the ball, as Council will have a seat. Correction.
Definitely
Council will head to the bench after this dead ball free throw. She's getting substitution. Easterling will be coming in to take care of the ball in the point position. Only 5'6", replaces 5'2", Council. Second free throw by Mighty Warriors is good. 50-44. Straightaway three off the left side. Fema Diangi, the only one down there to clean it up, as she gives it right to the hands of Hazel. Hazel working left to right, calls out a play as she comes across the timeline. Easterling comes up on her. No room to breathe. As Hazel tries to back off her man, goes left to the free throw line, pulls it all the way out, finds Fema Diangi down low. She bodies her man, misses the shot. Coming up with a loose ball down low is Fema, but they go right to the Mighty Warriors as we have a foul. Picking up her second foul here in the third quarter is Hooker.
Petey, on that little last offensive segment, Diangi went to the basket, just not enough strength to go up in the easy bucket. Oh, layup missed by Brown.
Hazel coming down with the loose ball. As she misses it, goes right in the hands of Diangi. Diangi is automatic within 2 foot tonight for the Mighty Warriors. They trail by 4. Right side is Armstead. She bounce passes it in. That was Hooker with the bounce pass.
At 6'4", Diangi towers over most everybody. She should get a lot of offensive and defensive rebounds. Probably leading the conference.
Matthew with 10 points in the first half. Holds the ball between the rings. Swings around right side to Hooker. Hooker and Matthews playing catch and pass. They go into Armstead. Armstead pulls it left side to Teague. They're trying to work the inside game, but nothing opening up for the Crusaders as they're working the perimeter. Left side three on the way by Matthews. Rims out. No boxing out as they got the long rebound back to Matthews. Matthews puts it on the floor, puts up a shot. No, as Cola right there, as Matthews stole it right for Cola, and it stays right with Trinity Christian. So
Barnhart checks out and Rigsby checks in.
Coach Brandy Seegers is upset with the call as it's hit out of bounds off of Trinity Christian. And she travels, and that's Teague's third or fourth trip that she's traveled. She almost had about 90 miles traveling today, but she's headed back to Fayetteville before the bus does.
She looked over the bench of the coach like he was going to be able to help her out. She squinted her eyes. I mean, guilty as charged. Referees, I was always told, hey, whatever they say is what it is.
Just like in customer service, whatever the customer says is always right.
Funny we're talking about free throws. Number 3, senior guard Shameen Brown, traveling violation.
So Armstead will look to come in the free throw line mid-court far side. She'll come into Matthews. Matthews between the rings, right side, over to Hooker. Hooker chest passes to Easterlin. They're working a perimeter to go into Armstead. Shot goes up. Nice look by Armstead, wide open. And we have a jump ball, and the ball will be with the Mighty Warriors.
On that jump ball, number 12, Miss Matthews, Leisha, was battling with 6'4", Diange. Quite a difference in height. I'll give number 10 probably about 5'8", 5'9". But she hung in there, and the foul going to be called on number 23. I believe that's her second, the team's 5th, as
Hazel head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors. Great look and dribble drive on the right of the free throw line for Hazel. Hazel offers up the first one off the front of the rim, leaves it short as Easterling checks out, as Carthen checks in for the Crusaders.
Rayanne Hazel, normally about a 75% free throw shooter, Petey.
It's the first miss by the Mighty Warriors. We have a whistle prior. Bench warning on coach for the Mighty Warriors.
Rayanne gets another free throw, and it's up, and
left side coming down with the rebound was Benita Cola, as it was off of her, out of bounds. So it'd be Trinity Christian's ball working right to left.
Fatigue factor might start to be kind of taking its toll right now, Petey, as the Warriors are stuck in that 2-3 zone, down by 4 points. We got us a basketball game, so the coach has got to stay in the game, Petey. One more tech and she's out. Or one, if that was a warning or an actual tech, I'm not sure.
Hook to Carthen. They're working the left side. 3 on the way by Armstead. Rims out. It's a deep 2 as Armstead come back with the ball, setting up the offense. Top of the key to Hooker. Over to Carthen. Back to Hooker. Armstead finds the middle of the lane and goes up off the left side. Coming out with the rebound was Trinity Christian. And we have a foul on Fema Diangi with a hold.
It's actually
so it'll be Teague will head to the free throw line for Trinity Christian as she's holding her nose.
Teague went up for the shot, Petey, and Diangi, the 6'4" power forward, kind of slammed down in her hand instead of just standing there, and she would have never shot over her.
First free throw by Teague is good.
With a 5-point game, minute and 30 to go, Petey.
The third period.
This definitely going to be a fourth quarter to remember, as both teams trying to pick up a win in the association, both North Carolina Independent School Athletic Association programs. Tenacious defense from young Miss Carthen, as Diangi with the layup. Count it. What we got now, Petey, is a 3-point game. If the Warriors get a big-time stop here and the Warriors come down and score.
Carthen with a deep 3 off the right wing. Coming down with the rebound was Armstead. Her shot was off the right side, was flat. And it is Trinity Christian's ball on the jump ball with a tie-up between Teague and Cola. So Sarah Barnhart will check in for Fema Diangi. She comes to the bench limping. Trinity Christian will come into play. Left side is Matthews. She'll swing it around right side to Carthen as they're working a perimeter. 3 on the way, and it's nothing but nylon off the right baseline by Hooker.
Petey's
so
Hooker hooked
48.
that thing in from 20 feet out. The ball is going to stay right here.
As it was off of the hands of Matthews, but as a pass was intended for Brown from Barnhart. As Hazel will inbound the ball, right baseline for the Mighty Warriors. She'll come in to Barnhart. She'll offer up a deep three, nothing but air, but right there to clean it up was Hazel. Clean up the air ball by Barnhart, 54-50. Mighty Warriors set up in that 2-3 zone. Right side is Carthen. She'll swing it around top of the key to Matthews. They're working the perimeter. We'll see if they'll take the last shot or if they'll shoot before then. Carthen in the paint. 15-footer gets her own rebound. Goes up strong, and it's out of bounds. It's Mighty Warriors ball. As Teague was falling to the floor, she just basically threw it up. And it went over the goal. And it's going to be the Mighty Warriors ball. 23 seconds left. Shameen Brown will look to come in.
The interior defense of the Warriors, they're swarming the paint, making it hard. Turnover, another turnover.
Turnover by Trinity Christian. Got the turnover for the Mighty Warriors, trying to break that full court press. But with the pass from Armstead, it was intercepted. So the Mighty Warriors come into play. The Barnhart. She'll set up in a full court man-to-man press by Armstead. Armstead right on the right hit, reaching as Sarah Barnhart drives right side. No clock. Clock is not running. Three on the way by the Mighty Warriors. So we have no clock. So the clock has not been running. Been watching the clock man's been watching the game and not paying attention to his job, Coach. As we have 10 seconds, the Mighty Warriors trail by 1, 54-53. As they come in at three-quarter court to Armstead. Armstead swings around right side to Matthews. Matthews leashes a three, and it's no good. Cola coming down with the rebound for the Mighty Warriors, and that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. We're inside the Fidelity Investment Money Quarter. We'll be right back here. Stats, facts, and figures of the third quarter. The Mighty Warriors trail 54-53.
Need a place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan and tele-one guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call.
Welcome back. 19-17 run in the third quarter. Put the Trinity Christian Lady Crusaders ahead by 1. 54-53. Headed to the Fidelity Investment of Holly Springs Money Quarter. 8 minutes ago, Mighty Warriors ball working left to right as Sarah Barnhart at half court. She'll look to come in as she's double teamed. She'll come in to Brown. Brown on the left baseline. Bounce passes ahead to Hazel. Hazel beats her man pass to Rigsby. Rigsby on the right block. Lobs it over to the corner. Three on the way by Barnhart is an air ball off of the Mighty Warriors. Brown out of bounds. And it's going to be Trinity Christian's ball working the length of the court, left to right. With the lead.
Offensive possession, Barnhart did have an open shot, but with no shot clock, PD, I would think they would look for something inside, maybe to go to Cola or dribble drive from Hazel.
Left side, off the left baseline, shot by Armstead, coming down with the rebound was Teague, and it was stripped by Hazel behind her. Hazel's trapped off by Armstead, but she gets away. Comes across the timeline on the far side at quarter court. She's picked up by Carthen. Carthen stabbing at the ball at midcourt between the rings. Cola pops out high post back to Hazel. Hazel in the lane right side. And the Mighty Warriors, Cola trying to clean it up, and she's fouled. And we'll head to the charity stripe for the Mighty Warriors. As it's going to be 1-1. Mighty Warriors are in bonus for the rest of the game.
That's right, PD. That last offensive segment, taking some mid-range shots. Girls seem to have a little bit of second wind coming up.
As Cola offers the first one up, nothing but nylon. We're all knotted up here with just 7 minutes and 5 seconds in the fourth quarter. 54-54. Cola's shot off the left side. Rigsby with a rebound. She'll stand, feed it down low to Cola. Cola body her man down low. Go up strong, misses it, but got her own rebound. Misses it again. As coming up with a loose ball at the top of the key is Barnhart. She'll kick it over to Hazel. Hazel to Brown. Euro step. Shot goes up. As Brown grabs her calf, her left calf, as it's a cramp. 7:03 left. So we're going to step away right quick and come right back here. You're listening to high-level media coverage of Mount Zion basketball.
We are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health. So we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, Anna's Pizzeria is a busy, family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Arena at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com.
54-54, the Mighty Warriors lose their senior guard play. Shameen Brown with a cramp in her left leg as she fell to the floor. And the ball will go to, believe it will be the Mighty Warriors ball from Mount Zion with a tie game, 54-54. 7:03 left, Mighty Warriors ball. Ray Hazel will look to come into play, right baseline. She'll smack the ball, looking to paint, finds Cola. Cola loses the ball or stripped from behind. Coming out with it is Cola at midcourt. Cola will pick up the ball. She'll look for a guard. She'll find Hazel. Hazel will feed Fama down low, and it's off of Trinity Christian's Teague as she grabbed her shoulders and looked away. Mighty Warriors ball. As Hazel will come into play, she'll come into Cola. Cola will take a 15-foot shot off the right side. Nothing but nylon for the Mighty Warriors. Warriors lead 56-54. Left side is Carthage. She'll find her man left wing. Three on the way is no good. Baseline by Matthews as we have a jump ball, and it's going to go with the Mighty Warriors. 56-54. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Yes, this is a great game. This is one of a doubleheader. We'll have the men's action up as we conclude with this one. We'll come right back here with stats, facts, and figures at the end of this game, why the boys are lining up. And we got a awesome doubleheader. There's about 5 players in tonight's second game that's already had some national D1 offers from big schools like Penn State, FIU, North Carolina State, UNC. Baby, we got it lined up for you tonight. Next action. Tipping at the conclusion of this one. 15 minutes once we end this game. The boys will be coming out. We'll leave the camera rolling so you can see what talent we have out there. As Council comes in, they'll come in mid-court. She'll swing it right side to Armstead. Armstead will go into paint to Smith. Smith will spin around as she's blocked. Hazel coming down with it. Jump ball will stay right with their Crusaders. As Smith hasn't played much in this second half, as her and Teague is in. The bigs down low. They'll roll out as Armstead. She'll kick it in to Smith. Smith's shot was deflected off of her own player, out of bounds. So it will be the Mighty Warriors ball, working left to right. Sarah Barnhart comes into play to Hazel. They'll go back to Barnhart as she comes across the timeline. Splits the double covers, midcourt left side to Fama. Fama goes up strong with the left hand, and it is good for the Mighty Warriors. 58-54, the Mighty Warriors' biggest lead here in the second half by 4. Just 5 minutes ago, Council leads the leadership, comes down the court, looks left side to her coach. 3 offered up by Matthews, 2 flat, coming down with the rebound with Smith. Smith shot, Fama Dienge coming down with it. She comes down with it, goes too low, and it was stripped. So Fama Dienge picks up the foul, and it's going to be on the Mighty Warriors. She has to keep it up, just like Coach is saying in the background. A post player has to keep the ball up. Besides coming down. When you're coming down, the 5'2" guard can steal it from you, so you definitely have to stay up, look, survey the court, and throw it. Right there with the foul. So these are going to be some easy points right here for Trinity Christian. Offers the first free throw, and it's nothing but nylon by Lisa Matthews. 58-55. 5:24 left. Do not tune in to no other channel as we have great action to conclude this game. We'll have a doubleheader as Sarah Barnhart will bring the ball into Hazel. Hazel trying to face that double team full court press. She comes across the timeline, finds Cola. Cola steps right in with the left-handed layup for the Mighty Warriors. 60-56. Coach, we have a game here with 5:09 left. Council comes into Armstead. Armstead down low to Smith. Smith was fouled, but the shot was not going to be made. But it was great defense by the Mighty Warriors. Hazel.
Petey, on that last drive where number 4, Miss Desiree Smith, went up, probably the best thing for Diange to do was just to put her arms straight up. What happened was she made contact with her. She was trying to make that hook shot, so the ref had to call a foul. Free throw was up and good.
Smith's free throw was good. She is 2 for 4 on the afternoon.
All the fans that are watching from different states and cities and countries, welcome to Warriors basketball on this cool night, first day of December. Got a timeout called by first-year head coach Brandy Seegers. Quick story about Coach Brandy Seegers, Petey. Played for Mount Zion in her 5th year. She was a 5th-year senior from New York. And one way or another, I actually ended up coaching her for the second semester. Great student athlete. Won quite a few games. We're in the championship at Myrtle Beach, the USA Nationals with her. Got a phone call from Cheryl Swoops. She said, Coach, I'm going to need a wing player. What you got? I said, I got Brandy Seegers. She gave her a scholarship. The rest is history.
Now she's giving back to Mount Zion, and I was talking to her prior to today's game, and she was like, I got hired in August. School starts, so there's not really much you can do right now with school starting in August, and that's your first stab at a job. But coming out of timeout, the Mighty Warriors lead by 2. But this game has been a tooth-and-nail battle since opening tip-off for either team.
Oh, no question, Petey. It's going to come down to who's going to make the stops, who's going to make the shots.
Armstead will look to come into paint. She'll come into Council. Council on the left baseline. She'll kick it ahead to Smith. They'll kick it right to Matthews. Matthews between the rings. Back to Council. Council looking into paint for Smith. Nothing there. They feed it into Armstead. She pisses to Smith. Passes it right to Smith. And we have a tie-up. And it's going to be Mighty Warriors ball. Coach, this fourth quarter been more jump balls than anything. Not a lot of fouling, just a bunch of short, both teams know it's only a 2-point game. You got to tie it up, and that's exactly what they've been doing.
Shameen Brown checks in for Jaden Rigsby. Shameen had that cramp. Evidently the trainers took care of it here at Mount Zion Christian Academy. We always have a trainer on hand as per NCSI regulations.
Brown stepped back in. She'll lose it. Strip right to Council. Back to Armstead. Left-handed layup is missed. Right to Hazel. Hazel put it on the floor. And Mighty Warriors ball as Hazel will head to the charity stripe. Be the 8 team fouls, so you should be shooting 1-1 for the Mighty Warriors. 7-6, team fouls. Hazel's high to basket. Spins it, puts up a shot, nothing but nylon. 3-point lead for the Mighty, 4-point lead for the Mighty Warriors. 4:26 left. Hazel has a great release, nothing great follow through, and nothing but nylon on the second one. 62-58. As Matthews comes the length of the court, pulls up a right-handed layup and is short. Coming down with the rebound of the Mighty Warriors. Brown leading the point guard as the Mighty Warriors put some brakes on the offensive side. As it's going to be a turnover right in front of the scores table here.
Right in front of me, Petey. You know what they say, the ball always comes to a winner.
So Armstead will come into Council at three-quarter court. Council will cross between the rings, right side to Armstead. Armstead finds a flash of Smith down low. She puts it in. Off the right side was Matthews for 2 for Trinity Christian, 69-59. 62-59. Back to Armstead with the steal as her layup is missed. Coming out with the rebound was the Mighty Warriors. They pushed it ahead to Brown. Brown hold it at quarter court as she is guarded tightly by Council. Council's trying to size her up. They go down low to Fama Diangi. She'll turn around with a nice blooper in the paint for the Mighty Warriors. 64-59. 3:29 left as Armstead comes between the rings. Facing a 2-3 zone as Council pulls it all the way back out. Try to break that 2-3 zone. They work the right side of Smith. Matthews down low. Smith. Shots blocked by Fama Diangi. On the floor, scrapping. The Mighty Warriors come up with it. But she traveled on the rollover with Fama Diangi. So checking in the game is Hooker.
Hooker comes in.
As Matthews.
Matthews comes out.
Armstead will look to come in left baseline for the Crusaders. She'll come in to Smith as Smith was fouled. So Smith will head to the free throw line, shooting 2 for 4.
I believe that's the third foul on Miss Diange. Let me get the official word from the scores table, Petey. Petey, she did have, that was her 5th foul in high school, 5 fouls, you're out. Gallant effort, 3-point game. Here
Brown looks to come into Hazel. Hazel's pass was a Sarah Barnhart behind her back. Coming across with it was Teague. She'll Euro step in the paint, spin around, and she'll go up as she hits the floor for Trinity Christian. As Smith and Council's right there to pick her up off the floor. Hooker will look to come in off the right baseline. She'll lob it in as Sarah Barnhart right there would hit it back right to Teague. Teague stands on the left wing. She'll go into paint. Shot goes up and blocked by Brown. Brown will slow down offense, slowly trotting across the timeline. She speeds it up, backs up, right side to Hazel. 2:40 left here. Mighty Warriors lead by 3, 64-61. Hazel back her man down as Armstead. She'll cross her up, go into paint, put up a left-handed shot, and drawing the foul is going to be Smith as Hazel heads to the free throw line. She'll be shooting 2. Shameen Brown's hair looks just like her jersey. Little off-color coach is maroon and lighter maroon, purplish maroon. Hazel's free throw is nothing but nylon. Hazel is 3 for 3 the last trips to the charity stripe, Coach. One thing that's the Mighty Warriors has capitalized on tonight is at the charity stripe. We have a violation on the Mighty Warriors. So it'll be Trinity Crusaders ball. The Lady Crusaders will come to length of the court. 2:36, trailing by 4. Inside the Mighty Warriors den on the campus of Mount Zion. Left side is Armstead. She'll find Council. She'll bounce past it. Down low to Teague. Teague will body up Cola. Go up with a shot and is miss. Coming down with the rebound is Mighty Warriors. They're working left to right. Far side is Hazel. She'll come between the rings as Armstead tries to stab at it. And Hazel got away from Armstead. As Council's pulled out on Brown, she'll come in, right side, left side over to Barnhart, back to Brown. Keep away, just 120 seconds left. 4-point game, the Mighty Warriors lead. Loose ball, coming out with it was Council. She'll come right to left to the free throw line, right-handed layup. Too hard right there to clean it up with Smith, as Smith misses the putback. 65-61, 143 left. There's two errors that there's two offensive possessions that the Lady Crusaders haven't capitalized on, Coach, and that's the bunny buckets on layups and the free throw line. If they make 50% of their layups and their free throws, they'd be winning by 10.
You're exactly right, Petey. I saw what Coach Brandy Seegers was trying to do in that last possession was go ahead and draw the defense to either foul them or burn some clock. That's dangerous ground right there, because what ends up happening is you get comfortable and the defense gets psyched up and you either turn it over. And Council was on a breakaway layup. Unfortunately, she couldn't put it in. Well, fortunately, I guess, for the Warriors. And then, of course, there's the 6'2" Benita Cola with the rebound. Both her and DeAndre have been controlling the offensive and defensive boards probably better than I've seen.
Yes, Coach, 65-61. 138 left here in the Fidelity Investments Money Quarter. Everybody that's watching at home right now from all over the country, if you're watching on your mobile device or your television at home streaming YouTube, stay tuned because we have better action next. 65-61. 138 left here in the fourth quarter. Both teams are in a double bonus as we go into the final minutes. The Mighty Warriors ball. They'll be inbounding the ball at quarter court. Will be Sarah Barnhart out of Northern VA. Sarah Barnhart will come into play to Brown as Council steals it right back from her. Council's pass was off Brown, right in the hand of Armstead. Armstead's layup was missed. Coming down with it was Hazel. Hazel working left to right. 125 left. Hazel stands at quarter court, left side to Brown. Brown's on man-to-man defense. Pass was over the head of Hazel, out of bounds. So it's going to be Trinity Christian's ball, 117. .117 left. Trinity Christian working right to left. Council coming across the timeline, left side, right side to Armstead. Armstead will go in the paint right at the free throw line, puts up a shot, and it's too hard. Brown coming down with the rebound, and we're tied up. And it's going to be possession arrow will be Trinity Christian. 63 seconds left. 65-61. As Armstead comes in, right baseline, she'll come into Council. Back to Armstead. 3 on the way by Matthews off the left wing. Air ball. As it batted into Smith, shot goes up, and it's missed twice by Trinity Christian. Under a minute to go, 65-61. Council stands, and she'll pull out the offense. They have four points to go, and it's stolen by Brown from behind. The Mighty Warriors got the ball, 65-61. 35 seconds left. Armstead with the steal, right-handed layup, and it's good. And the Mighty Warriors call a timeout as a clock is stopped at 29 seconds, 65-63. The Mighty Warriors lead with the ball, up by 2, Coach.
Right. What happened there, Petey, was Crusaders got a lot of offensive rebounds. They had about 3 or 4 attempts. Mount Zion couldn't capitalize and hold on to the ball. Shameen Brown had it, but then lost it. It's going to come down to the wire, Petey. I mean, you got 32 seconds, 2-point lead for the Warriors. Of course, Trinity's going to come out and press. They're going to put as much pressure as possible, but if they even touch a Mount Zion Warrior, Mount Zion will go to the free throw line.
And that's one the difference in tonight in the game. Like I said, the free throw shooting by the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion is finesse.
It's been a high percent.
You know, they're shooting well in the 70s and 80s.
Oh,
They've
definitely.
I mean, that's the difference in this game. And a lot of, you know, the Trinity Crusaders Lady Crusaders had more second chance shots tonight than I've seen any team in this gymnasium this season or last season.
Could be
and they haven't capitalized.
Could be a little bit of cobwebs, Petey. A lot of teams haven't played but 2 or 3 games this season, and here we are the first week of December.
Yes, Miss Stylen. Yes, the layups are killing you guys. As the Mighty Warriors got the ball, 32 seconds left, up by 2 is Sarah Barnhart. She'll come into Cola. Cola in the backcourt, bounce passes it to Rigsby. As she holds it, trying to get the ball, they're going to have to call a timeout. And the Mighty Warriors call a timeout with 23.7, just right as the 10 seconds was just about to happen, as they could not get the ball. They got it in play, Coach, but they could not exceed it over the timeline. And Coach Brandy Seegers, first-year coach, is forced to take that timeout. Now you got 23 seconds left, and the ball's still in the same spot, Coach.
Well, in college it would be, taken to the half court. But, of course, high school rules, it's the point of
timeout
of the impact. So it's going to be right over there at the hash mark. And the problem was that all 5 Mount Zion Lady Warriors were in the backcourt. Nobody broke to the basket. I mean, fatigue factor could be a lot of things. The game's got to get played, and the girls.
And they put it right in the hands of Rigsby, the young sophomore that had, thank God she didn't turn it over, Coach, for the sake of the Mighty Warriors. But right now, Sarah Barnhart being bound to the ball at three-quarter court. She's trying to get it in play, and picking up the ball foul is going to be on Council. And the clock didn't move, so they'll be shooting 1-1. So Brown, that is, finessed every one of her free throws tonight, will head to the charity stripe. Council picking up the foul, which was a smart foul as Council fouls out of today's action with 22.7 seconds. Miss Shannon Council, your daughter or niece has taken a seat with 22.7 left with the foul. And with the foul, Shameen Brown makes the first part of the and one and up by 3, 66-62. One thing Council has done today, she has gave it all out on the court. Shameen Brown's second free throw is nothing but nylon.
Got a 2-possession game, Petey. The problem is you got 4-point deficit. Mount Zion Warrior called their timeout. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have left. I'm going to say 1, or this may be the last one.
It's a full timeout. So we're going to step away and get a word from our Fidelity Investments Money Quarter.
Place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan intelligent guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call today at 800-631-1903. That's 800-631-1903.
67-63, 19 ticks left on the clock. The Mighty Warriors lead 67-63. Trinity Christian's ball, as Armstead will be at half court. She'll come in to play to Hooker. Hooker swing around left side to Matthews, back to Hooker. Hooker cross court pass, feeds it down low and we have a travel. And on the travel is going to be Teague. And that is a sophomore, 5'10", Teague. Travels and turns it over. The Mighty Warriors working left to right. They come into play, no clock. Clock is not running. So.
Not sure of the clock situation, Petey. Sometimes the button can get a little tight. But number 3, Shameen Brown, was very upset that the clock wasn't running and she got fouled just as she was getting close to half court. But they're in the bonus, so it's 1-1. with 5 seconds left, the official referee.
5 seconds with a 4-point lead and at the charity stripe for the Mighty Warriors. And that's going to be senior leadership, Shameen Brown, out of Toronto, Canada. Long ways away. I'm sure that's why when I walked into the gym today, Coach, she had on shorts and a T-shirt. And I'm like, I got my fur coat, my scarf, my beanie. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Well,
and
it's probably around 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit in Toronto right now, and it was 48 here today, so that's kind of like being in Orlando, Florida right here.
Shameen Brown's free throw is rims out. Coming down with the rebound is Armstead. 3 seconds coming across the timeline. Left side, 3 on the way at the buzzard, and it's no good. The Mighty Warriors defeat Trinity Christian 67-63. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures from the game after word from our sponsors.
Pizzeria is a busy, family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Varina at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com.
Welcome back. 67-63, the Mighty Warriors stand here at home against Trinity Christian Crusaders out of the Sand Hill Athletic Conference in Fayetteville, North Carolina. I got Coach Brandy Seegers standing by. Congratulations, Coach.
Thank you.
I talked to you before the game, and we had a little word of advice for each of us. And, big win, great win, good statement here. Trinity Christian coming in, a well-known team across North Carolina. And what was some of the adjustments you made throughout the game that led to this? Like in the second quarter, you guys come in down by 6. You guys make a 18-11 run in the second quarter, take the lead by 1. Take us through some of those timeouts because you definitely used every one of them.
Right. So in the timeouts, we talked about communication, having poise, making sure that we stay playing our game and not going away from the things that we did in practice yesterday. We had a really good practice yesterday, being able to get up and down the floor and executing our plays and feeling comfortable with each other, moving the ball. I talked about how that we are in advantage, that we need to make sure that we take care of the ball in the half court. They pressed us. They did a good job pressing us. Once we get the ball across half court, we have to take our time and see what's going on. Because sometimes we get in the feeling of wanting to keep going and going and going and not slowing down.
Yeah, and that was some of the spots I saw during the game where you're like, calm down, calm down, calm down, because that's where you guys just got too over-controlled and just everybody was happy. It was. You guys lost the championship game Saturday, and you're bouncing back off the loss. Yeah. But it was a great effort by all 6 players.
Thank you.
And I honestly tell you, I've called a lot of games from Mount Zion, but the great move was Shameen Brown off the bench to start the game.
Yes, she was. She did a really good job off the bench. Being able to come in and give us that spark really helped us.
Yeah, she come in and she gave you 2 and 1s right out the gate.
Right off the gate, yeah.
Yeah, so I want to congratulate you guys. Hit the road and play Forsyth on Friday. Then you guys don't come back home until you guys play who? The Burlington School, and that's another tough chance, and that's not till December 15th. I just want to congratulate you on the big win today, and
thank you.
On to Friday, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll come right back here with stats, facts, and figures of the ladies' game, and next up is the boys' action, as we have the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion that beat Grace Christian Academy on Saturday to win the Bull City Classic right here inside this gymnasium. I'm Petey Doris. Don't you change your dial, because we're coming right back here inside the Mighty Warriors Den.
Restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Arena at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com.
Welcome back for doubleheader action as we have Trinity Christian Crusader men's team matching up with the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion. What a game the first game was as the Mighty Warriors defeat Trinity Christian ladies 67-61. As we are moments away from getting the boys game underway, as we have some big D1 players for the Crusaders, as we have Freddie DeLeon, who has multiple D1 offers as a 6'6" junior wing player. Picked up their recent offer was from Penn State, FIU. In his junior season, high, mid, major prospect joins such as Dennis Smith Jr., Joey Baker, and many more, averaging 23 points per game. They have a transfer from West Harnett, Stephen Lassiter, and Cam Oakes. Tubbs will not be here until the Christmas break, is what Coach Heath Van Evender had to say. As the Mighty Warriors come in, white tops, maroon bottoms. As Trinity Christians, black, maroon numbers, Trinity across their chest. As Solomon Butler's at midcourt on a jump ball, and the Mighty Warriors lose the first opening tip to Trinity Christian. Set up in a man-to-man defense. Top of the key is Lassiter. He'll go into paint to right. As back to Lassiter, back to right-handed layup. Right with a right-handed layup, and he picks up the foul, and he'll head to the free throw line for Trinity Christian. Trinity Christian starting was center, 5'11", Robert Wright, Howard Herbert, DeLeon, and McDonald, along with the Mighty Warriors, Joshua Brandon, Nito, Jimenez, Agent, and Solomon Butler.
Yeah, PD Warriors
First
going
free throw was no good.
with their standard stock starting lineup they've gone with for most of the season in the championship game. They pretty much went with those guys for big minutes.
As Jimenez stands left side, facing a man-to-man defense is Agent. He'll go into paint to Solomon Butler. He'll go up strong with a nice floater from the left corner for the Mighty Warriors. Mighty Warriors lead 2-0 on a Solomon Butler's 14-foot elbow shot. As DeLeon's going left to the free throw line, kick it left side over to McDonald. McDonald's guarded tightly by Jimenez as he slipped and fell. So it'll be the Mighty Warriors ball.
It's a traveling violation. Whenever you slip with the ball, PD, obviously you move your pivot foot, it's a travel.
Jimenez comes in and Nito facing a man-to-man full court press. As DeLeon try to trap off the pass to Brandon. Brandon gets ahead to Agent. He'll go into right paint with the scoop layup, and picking up the foul is going to be on 5'11" junior McDonald. No, correction, Robert Wright. So Agent Kololi, this shooting guard, sophomore, 6'4" for the Mighty Warriors. Eyes the basket, puts up the shot, little short.
Mr. Aiden, number 30, his favorite player, PD, is Stephon Curry of the Golden State Warriors. So they gave him jersey number 30. He hails out of the great country of Switzerland.
3-0, the Mighty Warriors lead. Joshua Brandon's on DeLeon. As DeLeon gives it off to Lassiter, back to DeLeon. He'll roll right at the free throw line. Going out with Euro step, draws a foul, baskets count. DeLeon on the board for the Mighty Warriors. Like I was saying, Coach, 23 points per game, many D1 offers as such as FIU, Penn State, and others. They compare him to a Dennis Smith Jr. down in Fayetteville.
Well, you know, Dennis Smith played for
Trinity
before he then he went on to play at NC State, and the rest is history as he is in the NBA.
As Agent comes across the timeline, top of the key, Jimenez straight away for the Mighty Warriors. And we have a foul, so Jimenez will head to the free throw line.
Samuel Jimenez knocked down that three, Petey. When he let it go, I knew it was going in.
Once the stats from the girls' game is up, we'll have them out to you guys. Coach Goodman. Shot by Jimenez. Free throw is no good. Coming down with the rebound is Trinity. They'll kick it ahead. Right baseline, McDonald. He'll answer back with a nice arching three. Nito gets it stolen at midcourt by Herbert. Herbert will go in the paint, kick it over left side, and it's out of bounds. And we have a timeout from Coach for the Mighty Warriors, Dave Washington, in his first year coaching at Mount Zion. We all knotted up at 6 apiece. We'll be right back here after word from our sponsors.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle.
6-6, 5:47 left here in the first quarter. Coach Dave Washington didn't like what he saw, so he called a quick timeout as the Mighty Warriors coming across the timeline, cross-court pass to Nito. Nito's pockets picked by Herbert. Herbert loses the ball to Josh Brandon and out of bounds. So it will be
Going to be Warriors ball as Mr. Samuel Jimenez takes the ball to Mr. Nito. Back to Mr. Nito. Kickball. Number 5 put his size 13 Nike on that ball. Josh Brandon kind of telegraphed it. He'll take the ball out of bounds. Front of the Mount Zion Warriors bench. Mount Zion wearing their white jerseys, their white home jerseys with the maroon shorts.
As Trinity with the steal in the backcourt, coming down with it is Nito. Nito comes across timeline, stripped from him. Joshua Brandon picks it up with the arching in the lane, shot by Josh Brandon. The Mighty Warriors up by 2. Stats from the girls' game. Armstead ended up with 18-4 in the second half. Smith with 10, followed by Hooker with 5, Teague with 5, Matthews with 12, Council with 3, and Easterling with 2 for the Trinity Christian. Right side is Freddie. His shot misses his layup, but goes up strong with the right-handed layup. That's the stats from Trinity Christian. Once the Mighty Warriors stats come in, we'll come up with the Mighty Warriors. As Nito stands between the rings, guarded tightly by McDonald. He'll go to Jimenez. Jimenez right at the free throw line. Shot goes up. Robert Wright right there pulling down his second rebound. Gives it ahead to DeLeon. DeLeon goes up. And it's a jump ball as he is tied up right in the lane with the Mighty Warriors. All knotted up at 8 apiece. 4:12 left in the first period. The Mighty Warriors in the backcourt. Jimenez passed ahead to Agent, stolen by DeLeon, and shot is blocked. McDonald's shot is blocked by the Mighty Warriors out of bounds. So McDonald will look to come in, left baseline underneath their goal. He'll bounce past it into Freddie. Freddie DeLeon looking down low to his big man Wright. Wright's stolen by Jimenez as a bad pass by Freddie. And we have a technical foul on Coach Dave Washington. Coach Dave Washington picks up a technical foul for coming on the court for the Mighty Warriors, as they'll be shooting 2. As the official gives him word as Freddie DeLeon, 23 points per game, and nothing but nylon for Freddie. 9-8. Second free throw is nothing but nylon. 10-8.
It'll be Trinity Christian's ball. PD is number 2, Mr. Lassiter, Stephen Lassiter out of Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Lassiter will come into McDonald. McDonald slowly coming across the timeline, working the left side, gets a high screen by Lassiter. He'll go left-handed layup, and it's good, no good. Solomon Butler with the box out and gets a rebound over Wright. He'll kick it ahead to Nito. Nito flashing in the front court. Handed off to Agent. Agent just about traveled over the back to Nito. And it was an awesome pass by Agent to Nito. As Joshua Brandon picks up DeLeon, he'll match it up right hip, and they'll call a foul, a touch-in foul by Joshua Brandon. So Freddie DeLeon, the 6'6" junior wing player, checking in the game is Oates and Burke. Burke checks in for Wright, as Burke's listed as 6'9" senior.
What happened, Petey, was
Jamori McDonald at midcourt, inbounding the ball, bounce pass in the back court to Oates. 5'11" guard, junior, averaging just 9 points per game for Trinity. And we have a foul.
Offensive foul on the push-off on number 5, Petey. That'll be the team's third.
Push off on Burke.
6'9" Burke got charged with the push-off.
First 30 seconds in, Burke picks up the foul. Jimenez comes in to Brandon. Brandon across the timeline, finds Solomon Butler. He'll chest pass it to Nito. He'll spin it to free throw line. Shot goes up and is blocked by Burt. Come down with the rebound, kicks it over to Jimenez. Jimenez steps in, 17-foot off the right wings, no good. Coming down with the rebound was McDonald. McDonald comes into front court, pulls up for straightaway, nothing but nylon. 13-10. Nito comes across the timeline, dribble left-handed, got Dilio right on his right hip. Reverse layup, wraparound for the Mighty Warriors. 13-12. Jimenez stepping up for the Mighty Warriors. DeLeon right on Brandon, right baseline shot. And so we'll be underneath. So it's underneath. So it's not a shooting foul, so Freddie will not be going to the free throw line as McDonald bounce passes in at Oates. Oates with the runner in the lane, step back jumper. 15-12. Trinity Christian leads. The Crusaders lead the Mighty Warriors. Jimenez with the high dribble, belt high, gets it kicked out back by McDonald. McDonald 1-on-2, splits the defenders with a right-handed layup. 17-12. Jimenez trapped off by DeLeon and Oates in the backcourt. Finds Agent across court. He'll Euro step, put up a shot in the paint. Coming down with the rebound was 6'9" Burke. He'll find McDonald. McDonald will come across timeline, trip, fall, come back up with it. Left bounce, passes it in. Down low to Lassiter. And Lassiter traveled. So Kristoff for the Mighty Warriors cannot come in as he was a sub. He couldn't come in because he had a black black shirt underneath his jersey. As Jimenez comes across the timeline, gets stolen by Freddie. Freddie 1-on-3s, goes up and does not draw the foul as Jimenez coming across the timeline, gets it stolen by Oates as he's over and back as he gained possession on the offensive side of the court before he come over.
Yeah, Petey, Warriors getting a little bit discombobulated. Little items, wearing a dark shirt underneath the white jersey. All that should be taken care of in the locker room.
So Kristoff McDonald will check in for Joshua Brandon. It's coming in the backcourt to Nito. Nito pushed ahead to Jimenez. They'll get it down low to Solomon Butler. He'll go in the paint, bottle his man up, and go up. Solomon with his 4th point. Big man battling up, big man. 17-14, just a minute and a half left in the first. We got a high screen, and we got a illegal screen by Lassiter.
Got a 3-point game going on, Petey. Both teams with 14 fouls apiece. Game being called very evenly by the same referees that did the girls' game. So they're good and warm by now in this cold
Jimenez comes
December
in to Nito. Nito coming across the timeline. Scissor dribble behind the back. Kicks it over to Jimenez. They'll look it in the paint to Butler. They'll kick it right side to Agent. Agent going to, and he'll leave it for McDonald. McDonald bounce passes it to Butler. Butler stands 15 foot, gets a stripped off at the Mighty Warriors. No, it's off of Trinity. The Crusaders. So it's going to be Mighty Warriors ball. Jimenez will look to come in off the right baseline. As confusion, it was off of Trinity. Mighty Warriors ball. 3 on the way off the right baseline was Nito, all tied up. 41 seconds left. Freddie holds the ball. He'll leave it right to Lassiter. Lassiter standing. Look like you want to take that 15-foot elbow shot. Shot goes up. Agent with the rebound. Mighty Warriors can take their first lead since the 2-0 mark here in the first period.
Got a loose ball foul right there on number 5.
It's going to be Freddie DeLeon.
Freddie is always ready. So the Warriors will take the ball out to the left of the scores table, to the right if you're sitting in the bleachers. And then once again, tie game. 20.7 seconds left in the first quarter.
16 fouls for Trinity, 4 for the Mighty Warriors.
Nito gets the ball.
Nito straight away 3, got a wide open look. And the Mighty Warriors up 20-17 over Trinity Christian. As Freddie loses it in paint right to Burke. Burke with the step, shot, and he traveled.
Referees are Johnny on the spot right there, Petey, as he called that traveling violation as the Warriors roll the ball up.
The clock started, and it...
Tia. Tia, not until he touches it. Tia, not until he touches the ball.
20-17, the Mighty Warriors lead. 4.9 left. Jimenez a bounce pass to Nito. Nito traveled. 3.5 seconds on the clock. Trinity's ball with a chance to tie it. As Freddie DeLeon will be inbounding the ball right in front of the table as they get the clock right.
Got those very experienced referees.
Freddie gets in the backcourt over to Oates. Oates takes a shot at the buzzer and it rims out for a straightaway. That's going to take us to the end of the first quarter. The Mighty Warriors lead 20-17.
Pizzeria is a busy, family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options, including several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Arena at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com. At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001, or visit them online.
20-17 started a second quarter. Trinity Christian's ball, they're working left to right. Right side of McDonald, he'll go into paint to right with a wraparound layup. 20-19. Trinity trailing the Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion. Mighty Warriors come right to left is Nito. Nito signal out of plays. Freddie DeLeon is right on his right hip as he swings it left side to Jimenez, back out front to Agent. Agent goes in the paint, goes up, and is stripped, and it's Trinity's ball.
Not exactly sure what Mr. Kaloli was trying to do as he kind of made a right-hand turn to the bucket instead of curling in. The young sophomore out of Switzerland on a defense now.
Trinity Christian with the ball is Coates. Coates gets a high screen, rolls right in the free throw line, puts up a reverse layup, switches hands in air. 21-20, Trinity Christian coming back full flex here in the second quarter. as the Mighty Warriors with the ball and picking up the foul is going to be Robert Wright, the 5'11".
They're in
senior.
the 1-on-1, Petey. I think 6'6", number 13, Mr. Wright. He is a 5'11" senior, averages 6 points per game. And here we have Mr.
Solomon Butler, a senior for the Mighty Warriors, stands 6'7", 6'10" with the throw. Eyes the basket, puts up the shot. Freddie DeLeon right there with the rebound. He'll sprint to the front of the court, go in the front court, and he is fouled. If they give the foul, if they registered a foul to Santiago Nito, or they gave it to Solomon Butler for the Mighty Warriors. So DeLeon was not shooting.
Was not a shooting foul. It was on the floor, Petey. Number 12 will take the ball out for the Trinity.
An illegal screen. And that's Burke's second illegal screen. As Freddie DeLeon will check out as Stephen Lassiter, the transfer from West Harnett, checks in, averaging 12 points per game, 6 rebounds, 6'6" sophomore. Right side is Jimenez. He'll go to paint the Butler. Butler will spin around for the Mighty Warriors, 22-21. It looked like Solomon Butler took one too many steps there, but he might have got something by the officials. Left side is Herbert. He'll kick it Oaks. 3 on the way, air ball. Jimenez coming down with the rebound. He'll come in the front court. Looked like he wanted to pull up for straightaway. Steps in, 17 foot off the left elbow. No good. Coming down with the rebound was Trinity Christian. He'll kick it ahead. Layup by Herbert was missed. He got his own rebound. He'll leave it right elbow to Coates. Top of the key is Lassiter. He'll put in the paint. Nice runner, teardrop. 23-22. Gunfight battle here, just like the ladies' game, as Jimenez comes across the timeline as he hops. He'll swing it left side to Agent Cololi. He'll put it on the floor, go in the paint, try the old-fashioned Pistol Pete Maravich hook shot, but it was a pass. Looked like he was going up with the shot.
I think it was supposed to be a pass to Solomon Butler, the 6'7" power forward that East Carolina has some interest in at this point, Petey.
As Santiago Nito with the facial 3 on Oates and put the Mighty Warriors up 25-23.
Santiago Nito picking up where he left off in the Bull City Classic, Petey.
Coates with the fadeaway right.
Drain those threes.
Elbow shots missed. Santiago Nito coming in the front court, goes into paint. Picking up the foul is Cam Oates, the 9 points that he's averaging the season for Trinity. As Santiago Nito will be shooting 1-1. Checking in the game is Devon Brown. As Herbert has a seat. And Freddie DeLeon will check in for Burke. They're going undersized. No big man down low as they have Wright and Burke all on the bench. Wright, Burke, and McDonald. Nito's free throw is nothing but nylon. 26-23.
Probably going small ball, Petey, to get up and down the court.
Second free throw is around the cylinder and through. 27-23.
Mount Zion going with 4 guards.
Brown coming in the front court. He'll kick it right side to McDonald. Long range 3 off the front of the iron. McDonald for the Mighty Warriors come in the front court. They'll kick it to Nito. Nito with a right-handed layup. Bounce pass by McDonald forces the coach from Trinity Christian to take a timeout, trailing 29-23. We're going to step away and kick a word from our sponsors.
Place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, Our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan intelligent one-on-one guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call today at
29-23, 4-0 run by the Mighty Warriors. Force Trinity Christian to take a timeout. We're back in action here as Trinity Christian come across the timeline as McDonald. He'll be right, Jimenez will be right on him as he kicks it at top of the key to Oates. Oates near the timeline, tiptoes that timeline as he finds Freddie. Freddie kicks it left side to McDonald. McDonald back to Freddie. Freddie going into paint, picking up the foul is going to be on Santiago Nito for the Mighty Warriors as he's hand checking with 4:34 left.
I believe that's Santiago Nito's second foul, the team's sixth.
Cam Oates, he'll come into play to DeLeon. DeLeon get a high screen by Lassiter, kick it right side to Oates. He'll set a screen. DeLeon looked like he want to take that three, pulls it all the way back out, and we'll get a hand check by Santiago. That's Santiago's third team foul, I believe, second back-to-back for the Mighty Warriors. As Christoph McDonald will be talking with Coach Dave Washington as DeLeon will try and one and miss the first part of and one is Solomon Butler with the big rebound. He'll kick it to Nito. Nito kicks it ahead to Joshua Brandon in the front court. Joshua Brandon left side to Jimenez, guarded tightly by Freddie DeLeon. Nito backs up his man almost at quarter court. Waiting for a high screen, rolls left, kicks it over to Jimenez. He'll go into paint, puts up a leaner, and it's good off the left side. 31-23, the Mighty Warriors up by 9. Left side shot, no good. Coming down with the rebound, Lassiter with a nice right-handed layup, 31-25. 3:49 left. Jimenez will trot across the timeline, facing a man-to-man defense as Freddie DeLeon is right on his right hip. Kicks it over to Brandon. Brandon leaves it right side to Nito. He'll come between the rings, left side to Jimenez. He'll go into paint, left-handed layup is blocked by Oates. Oates gets a push ahead to McDonald. McDonald bounce, passes it in traffic, and it's stolen and picked back up by Oates. He'll double clutch, left-handed reverse layup is good. 31-27. Nito comes in the front court with a 4-point lead. 3:13 left out of the timeout. It's a 4-0 run. Trinity Christian Crusaders. Joshua Brandon, right side to Jimenez, leans in for a three. Too hard, overshot the goal and out of bounds. Had a great look on Freddie DeLeon. But it's 31-27, 3 minutes to go here in the first half as Agent Kaloli will be checking in the game for Joshua Brandon. So in the game for the Mighty Warriors is Christoph McDonald, Santiago Nito, Agent Kaloli, Solomon Butler, and Samuel Jimenez. In the game for Trinity, we have Cam Oates, Brown, McDonald, Lassiter, and DeLeon. As they're facing a 2-3 zone, right side is Brown. Brown kicking to McDonald, right baseline three on the way, short. Coming to rebound is Steven Lassiter. His shot will go up, and he was blocked. Picking up the block and foul is Solomon Butler. And that's his third. So Santiago Nito picks up his third foul here in the first half at the 2:34 mark. Missing a free throw is Steven Lassiter.
Both Santiago Nito and Josh Brandon, who's currently on the bench, both at 3 fouls.
The Mighty Warriors could hurt the Mighty Warriors in the long run with one on the bench and one in, with 3 team fouls as their bench is only 2 deep. as Christoph McDonald fadeaway shot at the free throw line. Rims out, top of the backboard, out of bounds. Trinity Crusaders ball.
A lot of Crusaders, Petey. I believe on Saturday, Grace Christian were the Crusaders.
Cam Oates holds the ball between the rings. Left side. Swings around top of the key to Brown. They look at the paint to DeLeon. His shot go up and he's fouled. As picking up the foul is Santiago Nito. That's his fourth.
4 fouls with 2 minutes left in the first half. It's going to be hard to nurse those fouls, Petey. I'm a big proponent of changing it to 6 fouls, and then if somebody has 5, let's go 7.
So Joshua Brandon is going in with 3 team fouls.
Versus Santiago's 4. So it's the lesser of the 2 evils, Petey, as number 5, Mr. DeLeon, is on the free throw line, and he misses
the free throw. So the Mighty Warriors control the lead by 3, working left to right. Christoph McDonald will come into front court, left side, over to Agent Kaloli. He'll pick up his dribble, find Solomon Butler standing at free throw line. He'll dribble 3 times, spin around, find Agent Kaloli with a reverse layup. Had a little juice on that one, but missed the layup. And we traveling is Joshua Brandon. Coach Dave Washington yelling in the background. He did not have possession. But obviously with the officials, he had possession.
Well, actually,
Cam Oates.
He actually never even had the ball, but he was moving. The referee thought he had the ball. I'm not sure how. The ball was made of orange coloring, and the ball wasn't even in his hands.
Right side, right-handed layup is Brown. Coming down with a rebound was McDonald. They'll kick it ahead to Oates. Oates will attempt a 3 off the right rim. As the Mighty Warriors come into front court as Agent. He'll do a left-handed hook shot. And coming up with the rebound was Solomon Butler. His shot's missed. Josh Brandon right there battling back. And it's going to be a foul. And picking up the foul is Solomon Butler. Solomon Butler with the push. The Mighty Warriors, both teams are deep into foul territory. Mighty Warriors with the lead. Up by 3. Freddie DeLeon will be shooting 2. First free throw is too hard off the back of the iron.
Got number 3 checking in, PD, Mr. Howard Herbert, a 6'1", 8th grader. He'll be using no eligibility. Eligibility in high school, PD, doesn't start until the 9th grade, so whatever you did before that, that's just free.
So right now, DeLeon's second free throw was good. Joshua Brandon falling out of bounds. Kicks it over to Jimenez. They'll kick it in to Christoph McDonald. He'll push it in to Solomon Butler off the left block. His shot goes up, gets a shooter's roll, and falls for the Mighty Warriors. 33-29, just inside a minute. We're inside your Grumpy Barber's final minute of quarter number 2. We'll have stats, facts, and figures from the first half at the conclusion of the second quarter. DeLeon looked like he wanted to take that shot. Euro steps in the paint, kicks it over to his guard, cutting backdoor guard. His shot was missed. Coming down with it is Christoph McDonald. He'll bounce past it, and it's out of bounds. And the ball will stay with the Mighty Warriors. They'll come extended free throw line right. Is Jimenez. He'll come in to Christoph McDonald. He's just about had it stolen by Cam Oates. His pass was intended for Joshua Brandon, stolen by McDonald. His layup is missed. And Agent Kaloli coming up with it with 7 seconds to go. They come into front court. Euro step in the paint. Shot goes up. Miss. Battling for it underneath. Jimenez's shot was no good at the buzzer. And that's going to take us to halftime as Mighty Warriors lead 33-29 over Trinity Christian Crusaders. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures from the first half.
Anna's Pizzeria is a busy, family-friendly restaurant serving up authentic New York-style pizza and Italian dishes. Our full-service menu offers a wide range of choices sure to please everyone. Whether you're in the mood for a brick oven pizza, classic Italian dish like chicken parmigiana, or one of our specialty pastas, you can always count on a delicious meal that's made to order using only the freshest ingredients. To complement your meal, we also offer a variety of wine and beer options and several seasonal beverages. Give them a call today in Apex at 919-267-6237 or in Fuquay Varina at 919-285-2497 or visit them online at annaspizzeria.com.
Welcome back, 33-29, 3:40 before we start the second half. Leading the way for Trinity Christian is Freddie DeLeon with 8, Jamori McDonald with 8, followed by Cam Oates with 6, Lassiter with 3, and Wright with 2. For the Mighty Warriors, Santiago Nito with 17, followed by Solomon Butler's 8, Jimenez with 5, Joshua Brandon with 2, and that's where we set at now, 33-29. Will the Trinity Christian Crusaders capitalize in the second half, or will the Mighty Warriors take a clean sweep of the Crusaders out of Fayetteville, North Carolina? We're just 2.5 minutes away from this start of the second half. We're going to take a quick break and come right back here with opening ball for the second half. The Mighty Warriors lead at the break, 33-29. Welcome back. Started the third quarter, just under a minute to go. As leading away for the Mighty Warriors was Santiago Nito with 17. Coach, one big key in this first half was how the Mighty Warriors contained junior wing, 6'6", Freddie DeLeon to just 8 points when he's averaging 23 a game.
Exactly right, Petey. DeLeon, right after the game, went to the free throw line, knocked out a couple of free throws, then went back in the locker room to get the instruction from the coach as the Warriors will take out the ball, and a 5-second violation to start off. Mr. Jamez could not inbound the ball because nobody was moving. Not a good way to start the second half, Petey, for the viewers watching, and a big shout out to all of our Canadian viewers who are watching the game.
As Trinity Christian will be working right to left. Coming across the timeline is Cam Oates. He'll go in the paint, left of the free throw line. Shots contested by Solomon Butler. Shot was missed. Coming down with his own rebound was Cam. He'll feed it down low to Wright. Wright will kick it over right side to Lassiter. Lassiter pass was intercepted and off of Joshua Brandon. And it's going to stay right with Trinity Christian. 33-29.
Petey, the Mount Zion Christian Academy Mighty Warriors trying to make it 2 in a row after that big Bull City Classic win over a very good Grace Christian team out of Sanford.
As down low is Lassiter. Lassiter misses his layup. Coming up with it was Wright. Wright misses it. Right in the hands of McDonald. He made a 4-footer for Trinity Christian. They missed 3 consecutive layups.
Not a lot of boxing out going on under that basket as Solomon Butler passes the ball over to Josh Brandon, the 5'11"
Back to Jimenez.
senior.
Jimenez left side off the left block. Shot was missed and down in the hands of Wright. He'll kick it to his guard, Oates. He'll come into front court, scissor dribble in the lane, left-handed layups. He smacked the glass, and I believe he smacked the glass a little too hard and knocked the ball off the front of the rim. And picking up the foul is going to be Robert Wright for Trinity on the reach as they're coming in the front court.
Yes, Robert Wright, a 5'11" senior, averages about 6 points a game, Petey.
Jimenez are coming across the right side to Agent. Agent Kaloli will stand in the right wing, go into paint, kick it over to Jimenez on the left block. They'll go to Christoph McDonald as he trail, and he misses the easy bucket. And it's Trinity's ball, 33-31. As Jamori McDonald holds the ball between the rings, kicks it to Lassiter. Lassiter turns around facing the basket, kicks it out back at the top of the key. Freddie goes left to the free throw line. Shot picks up the foul. Is going to be on Solomon Butler.
Foul was on number 35, Solomon Butler, the 6'7" power forward out of Raleigh, North Carolina. First-year Warrior, Petey. Spent a little bit of time in the public school sector with Southeast Raleigh Magnet School.
So Freddie makes the first free throw. As in the first half, he really couldn't connect on many of the free throws. To start the third quarter, he makes both of those. All tied up at 33 apiece. 6:19 left in the third quarter. Jimenez comes across the timeline, signals. Looks left side to Brandon, comes right side to McDonald. McDonald crosses his man up, takes a baseline jumper, and he's fouled. His feet tied up with Cam Oates. And Cam will pick up the free foul.
As soon as 5'9" Christoph McDonald out of Peel Region, Canada fell, all 4 Warriors came over to help him up. That's something that we do here at Mount Zion. Everybody looks out for everybody else.
Christoph will be eyeing the basket, dribbles 3 times, puts up an arching shot off the left back iron of the rim. The gymnasium gets quiet, 3 dribbles, puts up a shot off the same side of the rim. Coming down with the rebound with Steven Lassiter. He'll kick it ahead to DeLeon. DeLeon kicking at McDonald as he cutting in the paint. DeLeon with a long baseline off the left side 3. Gets his own rebound, goes in, tries to dunk it, and he misses the dunk. Not sure if it was going up for trying to dunk it or just going up for a layup. Realized he was above the rim, but he missed it.
Looked like he was trying to do what they call the jelly, palm the ball, but it just didn't quite work out with a little finger roll. Fundamental basketball will beat out all that fancy schmancy stuff every day of the week, Petey.
Lassiter's shot was tipped by Wright, as Wright was right there to clean it up, as Trinity has their first lead since midway through the second quarter. Joshua Brandon between the rings. Gives it to Agent. He'll drive right at the free throw line. Angles left. Kicks it over to Christoph McDonald. He'll try a 17 baseline shot, and it was blocked. Cam Oates coming down with it. 2-on-3 left at the free throw line. Shot was blocked by Joshua Brandon as he was going up.
Josh Brandon with the clean block. At barely 6 foot tall, he got up in the air, Petey. Quick little fact on Josh Brandon. He's got a brother, Christopher Brandon, 6'7", plays for Mercy out of Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, Cam Oates between the rings, kicks it left side to DeLeon, back to Cam. They swing it in the paint. Lassiter with the 15-foot elbow shot, nothing but nylon. 37-33. Great defense by Joshua Brandon, but they end up converting 2 points out of that. So
Nito to the basket. He's fouled by number 12. Nito kind of looked at him and said, hey, why you got your arm around me? The whistle had already blown. The dribble drive and the foul count on the 3-and-1 right now in favor of the Warriors, only having one, and the Crusaders out of Fayetteville with 3.
Jimenez looks to come in, but Coach Dave Washington did not want the 5-second, so they're going to take a 30-second timeout. Coach, it's a 6-0 run for Trinity Christian. It's a smart move by Coach Dave Washington to not let this game get, too far ahead of them.
Definitely. They got to settle down a little bit. They had the lead at the half, and it's like that book, The Tale of Two Cities. It's the tale of two halves. I mean, there's no telling what could actually happen right here with 4:56 to go. The Warriors really not making shots. Kind of the interior defense kind of a little bit loosey-goosey. The fact that Nito's got 4 fouls, and that's playing with board money right there. You're not playing with house money. Also, Solomon Butler with 3.
And Joshua Brandon.
And Josh has 3, so they're going to have to watch that. And the bench a little bit thin. Got some guys that weren't able to make the game today.
Mighty Warriors might have to switch to a 2-3 zone on defense just to save the, of Coley on the inbounds pass. The shot was off the right 17-footer, no good. Coming down with the rebound was Trinity. They work in the front court, and a bad pass by McDonald, but back and forth turnovers by both teams. Setting up the offense is Trinity Christian. DeLeon off the left wing.
The pass was actually by number 4, Jimenez. He gave a scoop pass right to the other player.
Euro step right there. McDonald falls to the floor, but picks up 2. And we'll head to the free throw line. 8-0 run for Trinity Christian. Crusaders out of the Fayetteville. How they say? Vietnam.
And some people just call it the Ville.
The Ville.
The Ville or Vietnam, your choice. About 86 miles from Durham. Straight shot, 40 all the way to 95.
Jimenez bring across the timeline. Guarded by McDonald. Swinging left side to Agin. Agin will leave it for Jimenez. Jimenez has got a little bit of room between him and Lassiter as they feed it down low to Butler, and Butler loses it. It's a great look by Jimenez. Butler has to put it on the floor again, but it's a double dribble. So Solomon Butler will be having to take a rest here in the third period. 39-33. 8-0 run for the Crusaders. Standing between the rings is McDonald. He'll kick it left side to DeLeon. DeLeon will pull it all the way back out, right side. It's man-to-man defense is what the Mighty Warriors start with in the second half, but a lot of foul trouble. DeLeon launches up a 3, gets a shooter's roll. It's 11-0 run. Jimenez comes across the timeline. Right side leaves it for Agin. Right 3 on the way, 2 flat. And that's going to be Trinity's ball. As they look to come in right to left with a comfortable 9-point lead on an 11-0 run. Last 3 minutes, 11-0 run. Cam Oates dribble drives, pull it back out to Lassiter. Lassiter puts it on the floor, puts up a shot, gets his own rebound, and it is Mighty Warriors ball. Mighty Warriors need to cool up the offense with a shot right here. It's a strip from DeLeon behind, and it's a turnover. Jimenez. Mighty Warriors ball. They come into Lassiter, back to McDonald. He'll come across the timeline, look towards his coach. Left side to Oates. Oates with the 3. DeLeon right there to clean it up for easy bucket. 44-33. 13-0 run. Santiago Nito drives, and he draws the foul on Lassiter. He'll head to the free throw line.
Little fact about Mr. Freddie DeLeon, Petey. The 6'6" wing, he's a junior, got an offer back in October from head coach of Eastern Kentucky, A.W. Hamilton, former head coach at post-grad Hargrave Military. He was a longtime assistant under Coach Kevin Keats, who's currently the head coach at NC State. So Coach Hamilton was in a dogfight the other day with Eastern Kentucky and Xavier. Came out in the losing end, but the program is on the rise. So Mr. DeLeon has an offer from Eastern Kentucky.
Second free throw is good for Santiago. 18 points on the afternoon. Down by 10. DeLeon comes across the timeline left side. Scissor dribble right, kicks it over right side to Jamari. He'll get a high screen by Burke. He'll roll left to the free throw line, kick it left baseline over to Herbert. Herbert back to DeLeon. DeLeon to Brandon. He splits the defenders, goes up, travels.
The 6'6" junior took a bus, train, and an airplane to the bucket, Petey. I'm sure Coach A.W. Hamilton, who may be looking at this potential recruit, sees a lot of potential in him. He's still got 2 more years to go with the rest of this year and next year. Long bomb from Mr. Nito does not go.
Mighty Warriors trail by 10. Usually the second half is all Mighty Warriors, but tonight they gave it out on the first. Slowly running out of gas. The Mighty Warriors trail 44-34. Jamari McDonald with a long three off the right wing is out of bounds.
Minute and 49 seconds to go in the third quarter, Petey. Mighty Warriors down by 10. I believe there's some bullets that are not going to be replaced in that clip, as it looks to me like the offense is kind of wearing down a little bit. Josh Brandon fighting for the ball. It'll stay played in as Mr. DeLeon grabs a hold of it, and the pass to number 12. He misses the layup, but guess who's there?
DeLeon,
but he misses twice.
Christoph McDonald with the rebound coming the other way. The Mighty Warriors are picking up the foul. Is Howard Herbert that averages 5 points per game.
Petey, what I've seen with this pandemic that we're currently in is the numbers are down for most high school teams. The Crusaders out of Fayetteville here, Trinity, 10 players on the roster. Mount Zion Christian Academy with about the same. I mean, I've been in this gym and I've seen 16 or 17 players dressed for both teams. A lot of parents being very cautious. I feel like when you're here at a boarding school, you're in the bubble. A lot better than being out and about. Nito gets the ball, drains the three, count the bucket, Petey, as Mr. Nito goes ahead and gives a little bit of life to the Mount Zion Warriors offense.
21 points for Nito. Left side is Lassiter. Lassiter left in the paint with a nice layup to answer back. Santiago Nito
game.
Straight ahead off the right block. Brandon with the rebound, but he's fouled by Cam Oates. And Joshua Brandon picking up the foul.
Josh Brandon's mother looking straight up through the window, had a big smile on her face watching her son get that big-time rebound. At 5'11", he can jump.
Santiago Nito stands at corner court. Right side to McDonald. Christoph McDonald out of Canada finds Joshua Brandon. He'll back his man up, Agent. He'll go into paint. Left side to Jimenez, baseline. Pulls it out to Joshua Brandon. Resets offense, 32 seconds left in the third quarter. Trailing by 9. Jimenez eyes the basket, goes to the paint, travels as he going towards the paint. But almost picking up the foul was Jalen Burke, the 6'9" senior. 25 seconds left. Cam comes across three-quarter court, calls out his play, picks up his speed and comes across the timeline. Left side to Lassiter. Lassiter goes in his paint, splits the defenders, puts up a shot as Jalen Burke right there to put back and picking up the foul is going to be Agent Kaloli for the Mighty Warriors.
Number 22, haven't heard a lot from him today. Mr. Jalen Burke, listed at 6'9". He is a senior out of Fayetteville.
First free throw is off the right side of the rim.
That's Solomon Butler on the bench trying to buy some minutes, Petey. He's got 3 fouls. Mr. Nito has 4. We're getting ready to come up in the fourth quarter here in about 11 seconds.
Second free throw is missed. Joshua Brandon comes into quarter court. In the front court, Stan Santiago between the rings, drives in the paint, ball stripped, and picking up the foul.
Getting ready to get into the one-on-one here, Petey.
Jalen Burt. And Santiago will head to the free throw line 1-1. Santiago Neto, an 84% free throw shooter in his career at Mount Zion. Eyes the basket, nothing but cylinder on that one.
Santiago Neto in his junior year. He's got one more year to go after this, PD. His second year at Mount Zion as he bounces the ball 3 times, twists the ball, puts it up, and count the bucket.
Touches every part of the rim. 46-39, Jimenez with the steal and the bucket, and it falls short. The Mighty Warriors trail 46-39 after 3. We're going to come right back here with the Fidelity Investment Money Quarter after word from Fidelity.
Place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan intelligent guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call today at 800-631-1903. That's 800-631-1903.
1 in 3 adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it.
Mighty Warriors and Trinity Crusaders come back on the court to start your Fidelity Investment Money Quarter. 46-39, Trinity Christian working right to left. Comes in the front court is Oaks. Oaks offers up a right 3 off the right wing. It was a deep 2, but they called a 3. And that was a 3 here at Mount Zion. Was a 2.
Jamez will take the ball out from Mount Zion.
So their score is 48-39. It was a deep 2 off the right wing by Oates. As the Mighty Warriors come in the front court, swing it right side to Jimenez. Jimenez will try to feed it down low to Solomon Butler. Solomon Butler didn't get away with it. Solomon Butler turns around with the and one. Mash it up with the big man. 6 foot Burt. 6 foot right. Listed at 5'11", but he looks every bit of 6 foot out here. So he'll be shooting the and one.
Solomon Butler, the 6'7" senior out of Raleigh, first year with Mount Zion Christian Academy, formerly with Southeast Raleigh Magnet School. He's working on that hook. Kind of reminds me a little bit of Magic Johnson. Johnson 6'9", though.
Solomon Butler dribbles twice, squats deep in the bucket, rims out. Dillio coming down with the rebound. He'll come across the left free throw line, kicks it over to Cam, and Cam is back-to-back with deep shots. That one was a 3 in the net. They're fixing the net as we speak. 51-41.
The diminutive Mr. Oates at 5'11", junior, threw the ball up and swished it in. Nobody in front of him.
He's well over his average of 9 points as DeLeon picked up a careless foul on Joshua Brandon with a push. So Joshua Brandon will be headed to the free throw line shooting a 1-and-1.
The next one will be shooting 2, Petey. Mr. DeLeon, he's trying to get this one in the books. He had to watch his girls lose to a very talented Mount Zion Christian Academy Lady Warriors team. The Trinity Christian Lady Warriors had come in with some great accolades before this game, Petey, but I think the size and the speed of the Lady Warriors was a little bit too much for Trinity Lady Crusaders. Big rebound by 6'9", power forward in Mr. Burke, Jalen Burke. A little screen
As
and roll.
right at the free throw line is Cam, and his layup was too hard, too much finesse.
You got to remember, Petey, those backboards are made out of plexiglass, not cotton. So when you put something up on there, it's going to come
bounce
back
off.
down. Yeah, it's not made out of cotton.
Right side is Jimenez. Jimenez guarded loosely by Lassiter. They'll feed it down low to Butler. Butler will put it on baseline, reverse layup, and he's hacked. Picking up the foul is Jalen Burke. Solomon Butler needs to head back to the free throw line and score them points with that clock staying right where we're at 6:39.
Definitely, Petey. It's nothing like getting buckets when the clock ain't running. Solomon Butler, 53% free throw shooter out of Raleigh, North Carolina. He puts the first one up and
nothing but the front of the iron.
Hits the front of the iron, Petey. There's an old saying, the ball ain't got eyes, so if you don't put it up over the rim, it's very doubtful that it's going to be able to go in. Almost 0%. So Mr. Butler is going to have to work on that free throw on the second time. Usually you can correct your mistake. He gets down, takes 2 dribbles, twirls the ball twice, bends his knees, comes straight up, and count it, Petey.
Buckets, Coach.
Hey, 50% will take it.
51-42. 6:37 left.
Got the official coming over to the scores table to talk to the official scorer, indicating to her not to start the clock until the ball is touched. Early in the season, Petey, first week of December. A cold, cold night here in Durham, North Carolina, home of the Duke Blue Devils who are playing tonight.
Left side shot goes up off the left wing, and it's raining threes for Howard Herbert and the Trinity Christian Crusaders.
He had enough arc on that ball. It looked like it was going to go over Niagara Falls.
Left side stands Butler in the left block, spins on Burke, and nothing but beef for Butler.
Solomon Butler now in double figures, Petey, putting on a clinic as far as his banks and his inside. He's been working on his game, working on his defense.
No look pass by Cam
Mr.
to
Cam.
Burke. 3 straight away, rims out. Jimenez coming down with the rebound. He'll look ahead in the front court. As he comes across the timeline, goes into paint, puts up a shot blocked by Burke. Back to Brandon. They'll find Agent. He'll go into paint, drop the pass to Butler. Butler with the nice 2. Butler with 6 for the Mighty Warriors. Butler with the big 6 points. 56 points consecutive. 54-46.
8-point game with 5:20 left to go in the game. Mr. Cam goes up and puts it in. He was actually fouled by Josh Brandon, but the referee let it go. Head coach, Mr. Heath, out of Trinity Christian Fayetteville, calls a timeout. He wants to go ahead and kind of get the troops realigned, let them know, hey, here's who we are, here's who they are. We're on the road. They've got the fans. They've got the crowd. Let's settle down. As far as first-year head coach Dave, probably tell his guys, hey, it ain't over till it's over.
It's 56-46, still 10 points down, but, you know, definitely 10 points is only 4 possessions, Coach.
True, true.
So, Mighty Warriors right now have the momentum, 6 straight points by Solomon Butler. You know, Solomon setting in double digits. He had a great game Saturday. He had 13 points, 11 rebounds. Had a nice little double-double for a big man.
Hey.
You know, senior coming in, transfer kid from Raleigh Magnet. So
Southeast.
got some good offers from, you know.
Yeah, definitely. So we'll do an update on the scoring. And, Petey, your end of the game interview is going to be with
I'll most likely interview 2 players from each team, both of them being co-players of the game right now. It's looking like Freddie DeLeon and Solomon Butler right now for the Mighty Warriors.
Right, Mr. DeLeon, potential recruit with Eastern Kentucky. We'll try to get him over here at the scores table after the game, win, lose, or draw.
Oh, no. Left side, Santiago Nito with a long-range 3. Rebound by Cam Oates. He'll come across the timeline near side. He'll angle to the right side, go into paint, drop the pass down low to right. His right shot was right off the right side of the rim.
And who got the rebound? But none other than
Santiago.
Solomon Butler, the East Carolina recruit. A little flip up by Santiago Nito to increase his scoring range. Pass over to number 13, listed at 5'11", looks more like about 6'2", about 280. Fullback, Mr. Wright. Here comes Santiago Nito as he gives the ball to Solomon Butler. Solomon looks up, shoots, and hits the front of the rim. Jogs back on defense, trying to find his man. Telling Aiden Kaloli.
56-48. Coach signals to move the ball around the perimeter as they get a high screen by Wright. Left side's McDonough. He'll go in the paint, split the defenders, scoop underneath with enough finesse on the ball to go in. 58-48. The Mighty Warriors trail by 10. We're just midway through the fourth quarter, sponsored by Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs, North Carolina. Left side, Santiago Nito. He's guarded tightly by Howard Herbert. He'll bounce past it to Brandon. They'll work the perimeter, waiting for something to open up down low. As they'll go in to paint his agent, his pass was deflected by Lassiter. He'll go right to left, and he'll lose it. And it was, coaches get heated as find out exactly where the ball, who it's off of. So it is the Mighty Warriors ball. Christoph McDonald's checking back in for.
Aiden Kalali, PD, if you go back and look at the replay, dribble drives in about halfway in the paint, never tries to score, always scoops it back out to the wing. And that time it cost him a turnover.
So right top of the key for Mighty Warriors. Right side, Christoph McDonald offers up a three. Coming down with the rebound was Wright. Wright kicks it ahead to McDonald. Alley-oop to Gillion and slams it home.
Mr. Gillion showing his athleticism here today as head coach, first-year head coach Dave Washington calls a timeout as they let Gillion basically camp up by the bucket through the alley in the slam. The junior out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, being recruited by Eastern Kentucky. Good old friend of mine, A.W. Hamilton, former Hargrave coach. Played against him many times, Petey. Had some great battles with Hargraves over the years.
Exactly right. So we're going to Mighty Warriors right now down by 12. But that dunk right there by who else?
Mr.
Dillion.
Win, lose, or draw, we're going to get Mr. Dillion over here for you to interview after the game, Petey. And he can go ahead and update you and the viewers on his recruitment and how it's going, and basically ask him a few questions about what he thought of the Warriors Den. I believe this might be the first time in probably years that Trinity Christian, a big-time private Christian school down in Fayetteville, has been to Mount Zion.
Right now they're up by 12, 60-48. Santiago Nito stands at quarter court, comes around, feeds Solomon Butler. He'll leave it to Santiago. He'll fade back, jump shot, and picking up the foul is going to be Robert Wright.
Got a 12-point game, Petey, with 2:56 left in the game. Warriors are going to have to be able to, one, make their free throws towards the end while the clock's not running, and kind of tighten up on that interior
Watch
defense.
this little play right here by Santiago as you have the give and go. They'll go left side. You can watch Santiago with the fade back, but he got his little arm in, and that's where the foul stands for, as his free throw was good for the Mighty Warriors. Mighty Warriors 60-49.
They look for Mr. DeLeon.
DeLeon comes across the timeline, swings it left side to Cam. Cam holds the ball, kicks it to Jamori. And the pass by Jamori was a Lassiter.
Got a little mental lapse right there, Petey. Again, early in the season. A lot of these games basically are almost like tune-up games or scrimmages because no team has had any preseason.
Mighty Warriors work the left side is Solomon Butler. He'll offer up a long three as DeLeon right there to pick up the air ball. They'll come into front court. It's Dillion. Right side is Cam. He angles left, goes behind the back, trying to get off of Jimenez. He'll spot up a three from deep, and Jimenez with the long rebound for the Mighty Warriors.
Foul's going to be on number 22.
That's going to be Jalen Burt. And that's Jalen Burt's 5th foul. And Jalen will be having a seat. He'll end today's game at a 2-minute mark. 62-49. Jalen, 6'9" senior. Man, doesn't look like he weighs a lot, but he has a big body, 6'9". You can't coach height, Coach.
Nope, you sure can't.
As Jimenez, Mighty Warriors have been outscored here in the second half. Excessively 33-17. First shot offered up by Jimenez off the front of the iron. He'll dribble twice, spin, squat, arch and shot, nothing but nylon. 62-50. Correction, 60-50. Keep changing the score on the clock as Dilio right there with a nice bucket right up the middle and picking up the dunk. 1:50 left. Nito with the straightaway 17-footer, good for the Mighty Warriors. 62-52. McDonald comes in the front court to Dilio. Dilio looked like he want to spot it up that three. Pulls Butler all the way out as he's trying to clear the lane and take Butler himself. As he'll go cross up Butler. Butler won't let him go to the basket as he picks up the foul. Now, Solomon Butler.
With 1:33 remaining in the game, Solomon Butler's going to come out with
62-52.
Too many fouls. We got 10-point game. I believe possibly if you had LeBron James, Michael Jordan, James Worthy out there, they could pull it off back in the day. Long bomb by Mr. DeLeon and hits the front of the rim.
Lassiter right there with the rebound, goes back up strong, and I could say this one is 80 seconds away from being over with a 12-point lead. 1 minute, 11 seconds to go.
Got to give credit to the Mighty Warriors, a little undersized at times against a very tough Trinity Christian out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, as Mr. Cam, number 0, kind of hobbles off, takes his face mask off and goes and sits down on the bench. Obviously, he's laboring a little bit, and the trainer will go have a look and see what's going on with him. 59.3 seconds left in the game, PD, as a timeout on the court. Just to recap the game, the Warriors were up at halftime, came out a little sluggish, had some issues with free throws, probably the fatigue factor, but great game on, like I said, a cool Tuesday night here in North Carolina. For the viewers back home, the Warriors will be back on the court on Friday at Forsyth Country Day in Winston-Salem for a 4:30 p.m. for the girls, 6 p.m. for the boys. And, Petey, I believe you're off that night.
Yes, I will not be covering that game. And also Friday they return home December 5th against Word of God out of Raleigh. And
Petey,
that's just one game.
Right. They're going to be playing Word of God's regional team, not their national team. Just sort of a tune-up game, get them prepared for what's going to come up. Just going to be a single header. I believe it's a 4 p.m. start. I don't think you're going to be here for that game either. Follow all the Warriors action on.
As they come into play is McDonald. He's fouled in the backcourt by Christoph McDonald. Follow all of the Mighty Warriors basketball home action this season on highlevelmedianc.com or shmsports.com/highlevelmedia. As Trinity comes into court at midcourt, they lob it into Lassiter with the two-handed dunk. And it's good for Trinity Christian as they lead by 14. Just inside a minute, Nito goes in the paint, draws the foul. Lassiter going to foul him. And Santiago Nito will head to the free throw line for the Mighty Warriors. First free throw is no good for the Mighty Warriors. Second free throw was touched every bit of the iron. So they come in, left is Brown. Brown cross-court pass, and it blocked by Brandon was Lassiter's shot, but they're able to clean it up and stay right with it. 68-53. Jimenez. Left baseline is Agent. He'll kick it to Christoph McDonald. His shot is rebounded by DeLeon. DeLeon kicking ahead to Lassiter. Foul as Lassiter hits the floor and helped up by Joshua Brandon and Christoph McDonald of the Mighty Warriors. It's all over but stats, facts, and figures in the horn with 21 seconds left. The Mighty Warriors going to fall at home, and Trinity Christian Crusaders will split this evening's affair by the boys defeating the Mighty Warriors varsity boys. As Agent fouls. Agent fouled DeLeon, so DeLeon will be at the free throw line with 17 seconds left as the rest of the players DeLeon's free throw rims out. Coming down with the rebound was Solomon, and they kick it ahead to Nito. He'll come across the timeline. Right side, Jimenez. Jimenez shot. Agent with the rebound. He'll pick it back up, and that's going to be the end of it, 68-53. We're going to come right back here with stats, facts, and figures of the entire evening's action. We'll be right here.
Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan intelligently. One guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful
Welcome back as we have on hand Trinity Christian Academy's Freddie DeLeon after a big victory tonight, Freddie. Big offers coming in this week for you on a D1 level tonight. What was some of the things you come in playing in, not ever playing here at Mount Zion? What's some of the game preparations you guys come in by looking at what Mount Zion has done this season? Really haven't played played a lot of caliber teams, but they're sitting at 1-2. What was your game plan coming in today's game? Oh,
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Okay. Just come in, play hard from the beginning. First 3 minutes, as coach says, and like the game plan was just come out, watch 24, the shooter. You can shoot real good, but just come out, watch him, watch the shots, and just play hard and play through the offense.
Yeah, Freddie, you come in averaging 23 points on the season. Tonight you're limited to 8 in the first half, and you finished the game with 17 with 2 dunks there towards the end. What's some of the issues that you struggle with out there against the Mighty Warriors?
Just playing in the flow of offense. That's what I need to work on, and just like hitting the open threes and being confident in my shot. We
noticed I watched you at halftime, and you struggled in the first half for the charity stripe. That's the biggest key. You want to score points with the clock not moving, right, especially when you guys are trailing at times throughout the game. But, bouncing off of last year, you guys are the number 1 seed, and you guys lost. You guys had an impressive season last year. You as a underclassman, a sophomore last year, didn't really have a lot of offers yet, but this year's they're starting to come in. What's some of the preparation that Coach Heath is getting you guys? I mean, last year you guys 26-2. Yes, sir. I mean, without winning, that's kind of understatement. Right. What are you guys looking forward to moving on? You guys are going to play the Burlington School and some other schools. What are you guys prepping for the rest of the year?
Just coming out, playing hard every game. Yeah, Burlington, that's a tough team we got to face up against. But hopefully we just come out, win every single game.
All right. Well, I want to congratulate you on the big victory tonight. You guys split the evening series. Lady drop, you guys win. But congratulations on the big victory. And hopefully we'll see you back here next year. Or if not, we'll see you somewhere in some big school eventually.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Appreciate
congratulations, Freddie.
Thank you.
Freddie ends the night with 17 points, leading all scorers for the Trinity Christian Crusaders. As we are tallying up our scores from the rest of everybody else, we're going to come right back here with the interview from the Mighty Warriors, Solomon Butler, after word from our sponsors.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well-informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com.
Welcome back. We're courtside with a impressive outing by small forward, 6'7" senior Solomon Butler out of Raleigh, North Carolina, with a big 17 points tonight. Started the first half with just 8 points, but you ended up with some awesome plays towards the second half there. Take us through some of those plays in the second half, how you were able to stay focused, because you're 6'7". They come in with a 6'9" and 2 6-foot power forwards. What's some of the game plans for you not to get into foul trouble tonight? Take us through some of that, Solomon.
Well, just making sure I play control, because going in the game, coach tell us 100% in the game, and practice is 110. So we already knew what the game plan was. We already knew there was going to be a lot of mismatches going into the game, and I had to try to be controlled with the ball in my hands, attacking the rim.
Yeah, Solomon, you guys come in with an impressive win Saturday in the Bull City Classic. You had 13 points, 11 boards, a couple blocks in that game. But tonight overall, you shot 86% from the field. You didn't really have a bunch of careless mistakes. A few shots towards the end there, you just started pretty much just trying to get you guys back in the game as you guys fell in the trap. And pretty much where that come in effect tonight was definitely with you guys, your all's bench weren't as deep as theirs.
Yeah.
So you guys are headed on the road. You guys play at Forsyth Country Day, and then you guys come back here on December 5th against Word of God. So you got some 2 big games coming up. What's some of the game plan that you guys got looking at Forsyth Country Day? What are you guys planning on for Friday night?
Just what we've been doing in practice, just giving it our all and making sure that we don't get into foul trouble like this game, because that was one of the main factors of how we lost. But just, again, 100% in the game, and then in practice is 100% and 10%. So when we come in the game, we're giving our full effort and dedication and stuff like that. So
yeah, Solomon, you guys got in some foul trouble.
Yep.
You know, you guys, Santiago had 4 fouls in the second quarter.
Yep.
And he ended the game.
Yep.
And then Joshua Brandon had 4 himself. Then you fouled out towards the end. But, you know, I just want to congratulate you on the big victory tonight. I mean, big game tonight, 17 points, 8 boards, and a few blocks there. I want to congratulate you. Look forward to seeing you on the court Friday night at Forsyth Country Day.
Yes, sir.
All
Looking
right,
forward to it. Shout out to my man Isaiah.
Isaiah on the camera.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All righty, well, that was Solomon Butler right there. Finished with 17 points tonight, 9 boards and 2 blocks, one shy of the double-double. We'll finish up tallying up his spots and see if he ended up with that double-double. But the Mighty Warriors split the evening with the Trinity Crusaders from Trinity Christian out of Fayetteville, North Carolina, with the ladies winning the first game and the varsity boys from Trinity winning the second game. We're going to come right back here and sum it up after a word from our sponsors.
At Cardinal Family Dentistry, we are honored to serve the community of Apex by providing honest, compassionate dental care. We focus on preventative care and education to make sure all of our patients enjoy optimal dental health, and we offer judgment-free treatment if you're in need of a corrective procedure. Dr. Barker and the rest of the Cardinal Family Dentistry team want to be a resource for you when it comes to your dental health, so we always keep you well informed and offer honest guidance to help you make the best decisions for you and your family. Give them a call today at 919-589-5001. That's 919-589-5001. Or visit them online at cardinalfamilydentistry.com. Need a place to manage your investment? Then look no further than Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs. Whether you need to roll over an IRA or open a traditional or Roth IRA, our exceptional guidance and wide range of investment options can help you plan and tele-one guidance in person, online, or over the phone. We offer access to powerful tools and comprehensive research. We also offer great value, including no account fees and no minimums to open an account. Maybe you want to talk about mutual funds. Choose from over 10,000 funds, many with no transaction fee. How about brokerage? $0 commission for U.S. stock, ETF, and options trades. And how about some cash management? You get reimbursed for ATM fees with no minimum balance required. Sound like something you want to take a look at? Then give them a call today at 800-631-1903. That's 800-631-1903. Or visit Fidelity Investments of Holly Springs, North Carolina. At Creech Chiropractic, the Triangle's only sports and pediatric certified chiropractor, we offer 3 types of care: relief, corrective, and wellness. We give you the best recommendation for care based on your needs and goals. Ultimately, it's your body, your health, your life, your choice. Our goal at Creech Chiropractic is to educate and adjust as many families as possible toward optimal health and wellness through natural chiropractic care. The superior physician treats the patient before the illness is manifested. It is only the inferior physician who treats the illness he was unable to prevent. Give us a call today at 919-367-2828. That's 919-367-2828. And get to your 3 types of care: relief, corrective, and wellness. Creech Chiropractic, the Triangle's only sports and pediatric certified
1 in 3
chiropractor.
adults in America have pre-diabetes, but most don't know it. To let people know it can be reversed before it becomes type 2 diabetes, professional basketball player Julius Randle is doing everything in reverse.
I'm only dunking with reverse windmills. I drove the whole way to practice in reverse. I don't recommend it. This move's called the reverse shuffle. I do recommend it. And it took me months to learn how to speak in reverse, like this. Years 10 almost for diabetes type 2 with living Ben has mom my. In other words, my mom has been living with type 2 diabetes for almost 10 years. So together, we want to say to the 84 million Americans at risk, Exercise and healthy eating can help reverse prediabetes. Start by taking a simple 1-minute risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
Bet he can't say that in reverse.
Welcome back. The Mighty Warriors varsity boys drop the game against Trinity Christian, 68-53. Leading away for the Mighty Warriors is Santiago Nito with 29, followed by Solomon Butler's 15. Then we had Jimenez with 6, Josh Brandon with 2, and Agent Kaloli with 1. Leading away for Trinity Christian, Freddie DeLeon with 19, followed by Stephen Lassiter with 15, Cam Oates with 4, Herbert with 5, Jamori McDonald ended up with 14, and Rob Wright with 4. Next up for your Crusaders, next up for the Mighty Warriors, the Mighty Warriors will face Forsyth Country Day on Friday night. For the Crusaders from Trinity Christian will be the schedule is not popping up. So the schedule right now, internet is out in the gymnasium, so we're trying to figure out the Trinity Christian Crusaders. Trinity Christian will be away to VCHS out of Henderson on Saturday. And then they go FCA on next Tuesday away also, but it's in Fayetteville. And then they play NTA on the 8th of February. But the Mighty Warriors are on the road next. But you can catch the next Mighty Warriors game right here on High Level Media's coverage of the Mighty Warriors basketball. For me, courtside, it's been a great night as the Lady Warriors defeat the Trinity Crusaders lady team 67-63. But the Trinity Christian boys bounce back to beat Mighty Warriors from Mount Zion 68-53. For me, courtside, I'm Petey Doris with your call. I want to thank the athletic director here at Mount Zion, Don Fozar Jr., his father, Don Fozar Sr., and all the people that made this broadcast possible. For me, courtside, God bless and have a great night.